I'll do some work in the background and try and see what I can do. How about that?
Okay, so it's just gonna stay there then.
What you could do is find out what's been drawn on and then delete that.
That's sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's 7 o'clock. I would like to try and do some problem solving after the session because for now I want to fixate on you guys,
dying
not
to
on the red stripe.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
section.
Okay. I was gonna say overcoming the dragon, but I guess we're
Says the guy
going
who's
with
been playing Minecraft for the last hour.
damn straight because I did my homework.
What homework? We had homework?
I had homework and I did it.
Okay.
I didn't study.
Good. Yeah, I didn't study. I just know there was dragon these nuts.
Basically all there is right now. Okay.
Remember, Carlos, you have bardic inspiration.
Excuse
Ooh
me.
la la.
Oh, that's right.
So if you recall, for the sake of
Old
height
man.
and terrain, we are using this map for all areas down below that are exposed by the upper level. And then if you're moving beyond that border, you go down here.
And where is the dragon right now? Is he below or above?
He's above. He's landed up there, and I think he tried to fuck with you.
How is he?
thought he was-
I thought he
landed?
was flying right in front of Ven.
Or
Yeah.
sorry, he was flying. He was. Oh right, I can do this. He's flying.
Yeah, but all your GM.
You
notes
remember to
just
do the
went
note
away.
thing?
Oh shit.
All your
I can fix
GM
this.
Oh my god, Chris, this is.
It's okay. I'm just gonna copy paste it. It's fine.
Yeah, put that in your like notepad and smoke it.
Smoke it.
Sorry.
Wouldn't be the
Have a
only
cookie,
thing
I'm
that's been
fucking-
smoked.
I had a cookie, I had some sugar, man. I'm fucking hyper.
Was
Get a
it,
little
was
sugar
it a
in my
weed
system.
cookie?
No. It was persimmons.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have copy pasted.
Yeah.
That way it's not. Just don't fucking. Just let me do the changing of the states. That way I can control
Oh,
when the information
It's
gets
chromatic.
Aberration.
Shouldn't be chromatic.
Aberrations are
Doesn't matter.
a monster
Fine.
type.
I
Okay,
can
so
detect
I know for a
those.
fact that we ended last session at the bottom of the round, which means we are starting this session with Vinshenzo. Is there anything we want to discuss or get out of the way before we leap into the combat, just for you guys to get back into the mindset? You guys want to? I just want to give you a second to sort of shake your metaphorical limbs before we dive into a boss fight, part 2.
Huh?
I believe I remember the dragon looked like he was
He's hurt.
very
He's hurting.
like, yeah, he was like out of breath, panting and scraped up.
I literally had to spank your memory banks, Chris.
I'm giving the other players a chance to spank their own memory banks.
Okay.
Seeker.
I'm the one that's done damage to the dragon.
That's wrong. You're the only one who's done significant damage to the dragon.
Nuh-uh.
I hit it
Fucking
with a
that loser
throwing
doesn't
axe.
count.
Okay, well I guess we'll start out the round then with
Throwing axe?
Vinshenzo.
Okay.
We'll just leap right into it.
Well, give me a minute here.
Well, fucking shit.
What? I'm the first one.
I announced that already.
Yeah, just now. If you told me a half an hour ago, maybe I'd have something prepared, but you didn't, did you?
Oh man.
Wow.
I mean, it hasn't changed
shucks.
since last session, and the order of going is right fucking there.
Oh, in this game that I can't save? Okay, thanks. Alright,
In this game you've been in for a little while now.
I just joined.
Anyways,
Can I Misty Step grapple on top of him? Can I ride him? Well, not grapple, but can I ride him?
can you try? You can try and ride him, is what you're asking?
Yeah, can I Misty Step onto his back?
Stand by. Give me a moment to check the tome of knowledge.
Tome of...
Tome of Cold
He's about to
War.
ride that dragon.
Man, fucking shit.
I'm going for a ride.
No, I know this was you, fucking Carlos, who put this text here
No,
underneath
you
my
can't
fucking-
try and grapple it, but I'll give you a chance to try and ride it.
I don't see any text.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I fucking
Okay,
deleted
so
it.
what do I have to do to ride it?
Acrobatics.
Oh,
He's adjacent to me. Do I have to Misty Step to get onto his back, or can I just do it with acrobatics?
So you can Misty Step, but I'm saying like once you get on there, it's acrobatics to stay on.
Do they need to Misty Step though?
That's what I'm
Yes.
asking. Oh,
Yes.
He is flying in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's really good at jumping. I don't know.
Yeah, I am really good at jumping, actually.
What's your
Okay,
strength?
nice.
Because that's literally the stat based on how good you are at jumping.
Well, I'm good at acrobatics, is what I mean, which is the role that I'm being asked to do. Okay, I Misty Step,
Deadly.
which is a level 3 spell. Oh, I forget I get one of those for free every day, I believe. Did I Misty Step last time? I think I might have, but I counted it as a
Yes.
spell.
I don't
Oh,
think
no,
you
you
did. I
dimension
think
doored.
you dimension doored.
I did,
Because
you're right.
Yeah.
60 feet to the roof, I believe?
Yeah, it's 60
Yeah.
feet up. That's why you had to dimension door.
I used my free Misty Step. And I roll acrobatics, which is plus 14. Let's go. Aw. That's a 20.
natural 20.
Unnatural.
Okay. I'm gonna allow the dragon to try and respond to this. There's nothing he can roll that allows him to shake you off. So you're in like Flynn there, my dude. You are on the back of a dragon. Congratulations.
Okay, was my acrobatics roll an action?
I would say that you have whatever Misty Step constitutes.
Misty
Is
Step
what
is
you
a
have spent.
bonus action. I'm asking
I
if
can't-
me doing an acrobatics check to ride him is an action.
No, that's just the act of you not tumbling off the dragon and falling to your death.
Okay. Alright. As
Oh,
an
man.
action,
oh man.
let's
Do it.
see what do you think I should do?
I'm not telling you, but I know what Vin would do.
Okay, now,
Polymorph
music.
into a mammoth on top of him.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that,
Squish the dragon.
that would be pretty funny, wouldn't it? I think I will. I think I will make a weapon attack.
Oh!
Holy moly.
The second time he's ever done a weapon attack.
Yeah. So I will do a weapon attack with my dagger. Oh yeah. Oh. That is a +9, so 18 to hit.
Wait, is it a +9? Wouldn't that be a
Be
plus
plus
10?
And now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's your dex modifier plus
Dex
your proficiency.
4 proficiency plus a weapon modifier if it's an
So
enhanced weapon.
19 to hit.
You hit.
Okay, I will roll 1d4. Hell yeah,
1.
dude.
1
Plus-
plus 6.
6, 7.
7 damage to the dragon.
Nice!
Vin
Well done,
plunges
Vinshenzo.
his dagger into the dragon's back, using it as a saddle horn.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
Me.
And remember what I told Rabbit, sorry, my new horn. Remember what I told Rabbit. If the dragon starts to fly away, Chris, remember that. I end my turn. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright. Okay, so we now have Vinshenzo on top of a dragon. The dragon is very not cool with this, and he's going to try and shake you off. So I'm going to make you take a dexterity saving throw.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Do I have inspiration? I do. I don't think I'm gonna use it though.
You can decide after you roll.
Yeah.
Before I say
I'm gonna use inspiration. Okay.
Yeah!
That's plus proficiency, which is what, 4
Wouldn't it?
or 5? What's our proficiency?
Or wait, do you have
4.
proficiency in dex saves? Then you have a +10.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because 6 plus 4.
Oh, I guess I didn't need inspiration then. All right, so 27 dex save.
I mean, you would have gone with a 12, and that probably
That probably
wasn't enough.
would have failed, yeah.
It
Oh, holy
might not
fuck.
have.
Okay, so the dragon, upon feeling your dagger burying into its back,
Hell yeah, dude.
flaps its wings, and I don't have a thing. I'm not sure where it went, that height thing. But the dragon flaps its wings up
Ghost block.
80 feet. Oh, there you go. Ghost block.
The ghost block.
I'll put this one over here.
He's up like 80 feet in the air.
Well,
Oh no.
You on it, of course. Oh, sorry. You got caught in the back blast.
Guys were...
How could this happen?
And he corkscrews the whole way up. And so the whole time you're like fucking holding on to the dagger as you're being corkscrewed around. And you manage to hold on.
Hell yeah.
Fucking miraculously. He then...
Attacks
Ooh,
me.
shit. I'm trying to figure out if he's able to.
I know.
That's the crazy thing.
I know.
Can he reach his fucking arms back that far? I
Okay,
don't know.
have you... You didn't succeed your Frightful Presence test, did you?
Huh? No, on the second turn of movement, I believe I passed that.
Oh, did you? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
I was just looking at it. I was like, what the fuck? He
Is
can't
anyone still
use-
actually under the effect of that?
I was the only one who was.
I think he was the
affected.
only one.
Yeah, he was the only one. Well, he can't do anything, so he's gonna fucking dive.
Oh shit.
If you have it in my notes that I failed all my saves for that, I trust you because I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but I think on the top of the next round I succeeded.
I trust you because I don't have it in my notes. I know that you failed initially because I have that down, but I don't have it that you succeeded. But I trust you because
Yeah.
I just wasn't taking notes at that point in
I'm
time.
pretty sure that I did,
Excuse me.
but I don't know for sure. I would trust your notes over what I think if you have them.
All right, he's going to try and make a tail attack against you, Vinshenzo, 80 feet up in the air.
Oh.
Oh man.
But he...
I'd
Yeah,
probably be
that's
at
the only thing-
disadvantage, wouldn't it? Because you can't really see him. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know how horses can swat their tails at their back?
What's
To
true?
swat off flies?
Yeah, but
It's a
this
concept
isn't a
of like...
horse.
It's a concept of proprioception, the same way that you know how to be able to touch your arm behind you to your shoulder blade without looking at your own shoulder
Yeah,
blade.
you can touch your own back without issue.
So I'm fairly certain that even a beast like a dragon,
I mean,
would
they're
be able to
human
take
level
its fucking-
intelligent at minimum.
well, this one is slightly below that. But anyways, he's going to try and tail attack. So that's
Proprio homo.
Retarded dragon.
Homeo pro. So he gets a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hits.
Okay, 2d6 plus 6 damage.
Oh boy.
I'm not leaving this up to averages. You guys get that.
Oh no!
no!
Leaving this
18 damage!
What is it?
18.
Team
Oh,
damage.
I can do that.
It's got a
Deadly.
sting.
Not leaving it up to average.
And I'll get you
Vincenzo's
like
like
one more dexterity saving throw.
Vincenzo's like, my wife's done worse in the bedroom.
No, man.
Vin would never say that out loud.
Out loud.
Okay, dexterity save. 18.
And you get thrown off. Oh.
Wow.
As a reaction, I activate Featherfall.
Nice. All right, I'll allow
Rate of
you to
descent
choose
on
like sort of
Featherfall.
which side you want to descend on of the dragon.
What's that, Jill?
What's the rate of descent on Featherfall?
I believe I'm just on the ground now because I'm not more than 500 feet up.
I thought Featherfall actually slowed. Is it just no fall damage?
It does slow you, but I don't think it matters if you're less than 500 feet up. Because you fall 500 feet every 6 seconds, I think, is rules as written, if I'm recalling right.
That sounds about right.
Use up to 5 fallen creatures within range. A fallen creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round.
Oh, okay.
So you're still in the air.
Damn
It'll
it.
take you 3 turns to get to the ground.
He's
depends on if he lands
60
in-
plus 80 is 140. So you're 140 feet up when you get flung off the dragon. So if you fall at a rate of 60 feet per round, then you still have 80 feet to go.
Okay.
Depending where he lands.
Yeah, if he
So
lands on the upper level.
Which is why I'm saying the words you can choose where you land, because the ledge is 20 feet away from you, whereas the ground is again another 80 feet away.
It doesn't matter.
After
I
falling.
can still be in the air for what I have planned next.
Okay, well here's your model. I'll allow you to place it wherever you want, and I'm going to move on to the next turn.
I'll place it there.
Okay, Carlos.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Is the dragon still like?
He's up in the air.
Fucking
He's
140
140 feet up. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, well, I guess I'll try to shoot him. We'll be at disadvantage, but you know, what else am I gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 plus 4, it's what, 17 plus 10, 27?
"27 hits."
Okay, and I don't think I can use sneak attack on him right now. Because no one's within melee range of him.
No.
Oh, but if you hid beforehand, might be an unseen attacker. Oh, it's 20 to ledge, 80 to ground.
I mean, technically, if Chris would allow it, I could have used bonus action hide. But that's up to him. Because I didn't declare it beforehand.
You didn't declare it beforehand, and that's how I'm ruling it.
Okay. Where did my dice go? Here it is.
We're at level 10 now, so I
Oh.
have to feel as though I need to be a little bit less
Yeah,
lenient.
but we're fighting like a 13th level encounter.
It's not a 13th level encounter. I did the math. You're fine.
Oh, wow.
It's 12 damage.
It's meant for
Chris did the homework.
Yeah, it's meant for 5 level 10s, not
no
4 level 10s or
four
whatever.
four level 13s.
It's not meant for 13s.
At least that was my understanding of challenge rating. Is it's a party of 4.
Oh, somebody did the reading, it seems.
I did a different reading, and I thought it was okay, and I think you guys will be fine because you're doing pretty good.
I do think we'll be fine
I
because
trust
It's
Vincenzo.
only
last
round.
rolls.
It's only round 3. Just give it a chance. I
trust
believe
the
in
fungus.
you.
Give a chance.
The
Make
fungus
it
among us.
happen.
Anyways, fucking Carlos, is there anything more you want to do?
Well, I deal 12 damage,
Okay, 12 damage. Gotcha.
12 piercing damage, and I guess I will use bonus action hide now so that maybe he cannot, retaliate.
No, don't
Totally,
do that.
100%.
Why?
I'm falling onto you. I have a plan.
Well, if you saw me before I hid, then you know where I'm gonna be,
Okay.
but he won't.
All right.
All right, Chris, do I need to roll like a stealth?
Yes, please.
I just don't want Chris to be like, well, in the air, you have to perceive where Carlos is in triangulation to
No.
where you are.
18.
You said you're above
Oh wait, I
him.
forgot to roll this.
Vincenzo knows where he
Nope,
is.
that
but knows
doesn't
where
apply
he
here.
isn't.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, 18.
Yeah, it's not an attack or a save.
Understood, 18.
And that's it.
Okay. After Carlos, Atre is unconscious. It's Isaac.
I sheath my sword and put my shield on my back then as an action and end my turn.
Deadly. Nephis.
I am hidden right here. I believe you have the hide, the stealth roll for it. I would like to look around in my general area. Is there a palm size or hand size rock? That it,
Yes, there are some hand-sized rocks that are scattered about amongst other various sized rocks.
is there any like in arm's reach I can grab and load into my hand crossbow that's attached to my arm?
Yes.
I do that, and I prepare a dodge attack in case something tries to hit me while I
Okay.
stay there.
Deadly. Is
And
that
it's,
your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Vinshenzo.
Okay. I would like to Misty Step the remaining 20 feet down to Carlos. Can I do that?
Okay.
I do that. I grab Carlos with both hands and dimension door up to the dragon.
Okay.
If he will allow it, he has to be a willing participant for dimension door to work. You must
Sure.
not let it get away, Mr. Carlos. Hell yeah.
All right.
Can me and Carlos both ride the dragon?
Oh man.
Acrobatics.
Here we go.
I'm a good jumper. Okay, I dimension door both of us up to the dragon, and I roll my acrobatics check. Also,
If you won't become human, Carlos
my
will
dagger is
die.
still in the dragon.
I'm aware.
Okay, I rolled a 24 for acrobatics.
I also rolled a 24 for acrobatics.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow. Okay.
I appear on top of the dragon and gently wrap my hands around the dagger.
All right, you guys managed to make it on, and the both of you are able to grab hold of the dagger, and you're now both sort of dangling off of the dagger that is plunged into the back of this dragon.
Also, Chris,
Outstanding.
remember what I told Rabbit?
I remember what you told Rabbit.
Okay, well, I'm just kind of getting worried here, buddy.
Okay, first of all, the dragon hasn't left. Like, I understand he's quite far up, but hasn't actually had his turn to move yet.
Okay, well, he's now.
You can always amend your orders because you're within like a mile of Rabbit.
Yes, but
Just saying.
I'm just saying now the dragon is outside of Rabbit's range of movement. I'm just saying I'm getting a little pissed at Rabbit.
God damn it, Rabbit! Just do stuff.
Okay, well, it's still your turn, luckily. And Rabbit is going to fly up its entire movement speed, which you have available to you, and I will acquire from Monster Manual, I believe.
I believe it's 90 feet flying.
Okay, so it whips up 90 feet into the air.
That's
Rabbit's
not what
now
I...
90 feet.
That's not
I
what
can
I
fucking
asked.
remember. It was last session. It's
Okay.
Rabbit's turn. Rabbit gets to go
Okay, then
at the
tell
end
me.
of your turn.
Then tell me you don't remember. I told Rabbit to get Nephis and chase the dragon if the dragon started to fly away.
Okay, well then Rabbit is going to... Where's Nephis? Nephis is there. Rabbit's going to fly the less than 90 feet down here.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's 90 feet fly.
It's 60 feet plus like 20, so it's fine. Oh, it's not even 60 feet, it's 40 feet. Anyways, yeah. So Nephis, Rabbit lands next to you.
I end my turn.
Okay. It's now Shadeclaw's turn, and Shadeclaw is going to
Be pissed.
fold in his wings and plummet to the ground like a stone.
Ain't
Would you say the rate of descent was 150 feet per turn? Or 150 feet?
500 feet. Wasn't it 500 feet per turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
So he
well,
could hit the ground if he wanted to.
he could. And what he's going to do is he's going to propel himself down basically to here. So first I'm going to get you guys to roll dexterity to hang on to this fucking essentially free-for-all incident.
Oh, nat 20. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh man.
Wow, awful. All right, let's see. 8 plus 17.
Carlos.
God damn. Okay, well, you're both fine. And then as he gets to within 40 feet. No, sorry. When he gets to within 10 feet of the ground, he's gonna fold out his wings and he's gonna flap them real hard and fast to slow his momentum. And both of you need to, actually, I think even Isaac as well, needs to take a dexterity saving throw DC 19 or take 13 damage and be knocked prone, bludgeoning.
Okay, but I'd still be on the dragon.
Well, I rolled a 19 just off of the dice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got 28.
I got 20.
Okay, well, yeah, you guys are still hanging on. You guys are fine.
My result would have been a 22, but yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Well, I
Alright, well,
already
you're
did
fine.
a check to stay on the dragon, so
It's true.
Yeah, but
I was gonna be mad, but I'm okay.
It's still his turn. He is going to attack Isaac. He can't attack Isaac. Never mind. Sorry, I was misreading the fucking map. So he's
The
gonna.
distance. Yeah.
no, I'm like
that was
here.
in. Yeah, I thought you were there for a second underneath. I was like,
Isaac
okay.
is approximately large.
He's
I wish
approximately
that I
large.
could suplex the dragon.
It would be so much fun if you were large.
Isaac's right here.
I
Does anyone
can't
have the growth
grapple
spell?
or shove the dragon because it's one size too big.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just polymorph him into a large creature with arms.
No.
Damn.
I've already
Uh,
used
so
all my
he's gonna-
spell slots.
He's gonna
Carlos.
try and reach behind and bite at Carlos.
What an asshole.
Oh, thank God it's not me.
So we're gonna roll it. Oh. What's your AC?
Right now it would be 19.
Wow.
All right. Well, he chomps and misses.
Oh,
You're able to wiggle out of the way in time.
Wow.
And that's the end of his turn. It is now Carlos's turn. Look at that. Wow, cool.
what a coincidence. Alright, so I'm gonna pull out one of my own daggers and I'm going to stab the dragon.
Do something,
Okay.
Carlos.
I'm doing something.
Well, this will be a sneak attack if you hit.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I'm right next to you. I'm
Yeah.
helping.
He's helping with his presence.
Ooh.
Alright, so that's
You hit.
yeah, I hit. It's 21 plus 10 or 9. It's 30.
You hit. You slide that knife right in between the scales and you get it stuck in deep. Roll damage.
Okay, it's that stagger. Sneak attack. Okay, so that is 21 damage.
21. Roger that. Yeah, he lets out a roar. He lets out a very angry, anguished roar.
I leave the dagger in and hold on to it so that me and Vinshenzo aren't grasping onto the same dagger awkwardly.
Perfect. Okay, as a legendary action, he's going to try and smack Carlos with his tail in response to the freshly injected dagger.
Quapiche.
Ah, okay. He rolls a
Whoops.
31 to attack.
Oh,
Let me see if that hits. Let me do some math.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it hits.
I'm so
Alright,
glad
cool.
I brought Carlos up here with me.
2d8 plus 6 damage.
$14.
8 plus 6 is 14. So you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
I use my reaction to have the damage to 7.
Deadly.
Damage has been logged.
Damage has been logged. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Let me see if there's anything else I can do, because I think I'm obviously not moving anywhere. Do still have a bonus action.
You do.
I don't suppose I can hide on his back.
I don't think that would be possible.
No, that's it. Actually, wait.
Oh.
I am going to I'm going to use my bonus action to Draconic Cry, giving everyone advantage on their. I always forget I have that. Giving everyone advantage on their next attack until my turn. Something like that.
What a nice young man you are.
Yeah, it's blah blah bonus action. Let out a cry at your enemies within 10 feet of you until the start of your next turn. You and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who can hear you.
Wait, are you on top of the dragon?
Yes.
And it was 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm within 10 feet of him. Yeah. I if I would have remembered, I would have used it before I attacked. But you know, whatever.
Oh, you have to be in 10 feet of him. Okay.
Yep. And so he is advantaged, so everyone gets advantage against him.
Oh.
All right,
And that ends
that's
my turn.
fucking dope.
That's pretty cool. All right. That means Isaac is next.
Okay, I have one question. How
Yes.
can I reach him with a sword?
He's 20 feet in the air.
Okay, then
Jump.
How good is Isaac's vertical?
not that good. It's 8 feet. I can do a 8-foot vertical jump.
That's
Vincenzo
ridiculous.
and Carlos are hanging on for dear life, and Isaac is just madly hopping about on the ground with a sword
Swinging his sword up him?
No, I was deciding on whether or not I pull my fucking sword back out, or if I yeet an axe, or if I fucking shoot him with my bow.
Ah, that's fair. Okay. Get her done.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the longbow and for my free object interact, and then I'm going to shoot. And I will attack with advantage.
With advantage. And then we're also, well, no, you don't do that, but yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit, and it is a ranged weapon, so sneak attack will apply.
God damn. Yes, it would.
And I will also spend a maneuver, or spend a superiority, to just get... Yeah, fucking need an additional d8. Boost that damage some, because I can't affect him because he's huge with the extra effect. So
We'll do something with it.
He's approximately huge.
Seems solid numbers.
17. 17 piercing damage.
Oh, Jesus. Well. Well done.
Then I shoot him again, which I don't think... It's only one advantage, right? Or is it all attacks?
Let's read it. Until the start of your next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who can hear you. Doesn't specify a number of
Okay.
attacks.
I will still have advantage. Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good
Yeah.
thing, too.
That's 27,
Unnatural 20.
I think.
Natural 20.
Okay, roll damage.
No sneak attack, but I will burn another superiority.
Isaac is going Legolas on his ass.
That's another 14 damage.
14, you said?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, he's now got several things sticking into him, and he's bleeding from a couple places. Mainly because you've stuck a number of things into him. If that's the end of your turn, that means Nephis is next, and Rabbit is next to you, trying to motion you with its head to get on its back.
I used my movement to get onto a horse.
Okay, you are now on
Horse
horse.
But, okay. I would
That's
like to
riding a
ask
Pegasus
you,
with a flaming sword.
I would
Now
like
with his
to
head.
ask you, since I loaded the improvised kind of ammunition into my hand crossbow, would that be like a 1d4, or would it still do the same damage as a bolt? So
If you 1d4, given the fact that it's of an oversized rock, so it wouldn't really go as far or as
Gotcha.
fast.
copy that. Okay, so it's out of range for, I'd be shooting with disadvantage, and there's advantage. So would that just cancel each other out?
Cancel
Just roll?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Be a
So
normal
I'm
roll.
going to roll an attack roll on him.
I remembered less.
I need to recolor that. What's up, Chill?
Oh yeah, I was just pointing out to remember that you are blessed, so you would have an
I have
additional D4 to hit.
I have all my dice in order. Just
Hell
need
yeah.
it.
All of his
That's
dice
really
in a
cool.
row.
Is
Alright, you're using
Nephis'
your own one.
arm crossbow thing
We'll
like the
recover this one.
rocket launcher from frickin' Fallout 3? Where you can just put any garbage into it?
Shut up. No. So it is a fucking.
15 plus Dex plus proficiency.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to do the math. It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Hell yeah.
That
23
hits.
definitely hits.
Okay, and then plus dexterity to fucking damage, right?
This fucking rock knocks him out.
It's gonna be an 18 damage.
Wait, wasn't you rolling a D4 for the damage?
Yes, and I get Hunter's Mark, and plus with Colossus Slayer, I get to roll
Oh,
a
I didn't see the
1d8.
D4. It blended in on my screen.
You just picked a
Why I was
rock off the
confused.
ground, flung it at a dude, and you're just gonna like, wow. Okay.
As
I mean,
we
it
do
doesn't
18
knock him
damage.
out, but
I believe it.
I shoot it at his face.
I'm not asking any questions except about the rocket launcher from Fallout
Well, I guess
3.
if there is any inconsistency, it would probably be with the for Colossus Slayer. It says a weapon attack. Would that be considered a long range attack, or is that just a melee?
A weapon attack is any attack,
That's
whether
a
it's
weapon,
ranged
yeah.
or melee. Because
So yeah, I get to use my 1d8.
it'd be
Hell yeah,
a ranged
dude.
weapon attack or melee weapon attack if it's defining a
Yeah.
specific one.
Hell
Or
yeah.
spell attack.
I sit on rabbit. And end my turn.
awesome. All right. So
It's Vinshenzo's turn.
it is Vinshenzo's turn.
I guess I'll make another weapon attack. But yeah.
All right.
Oh. That is
16.
16 to hit.
Okay. That does not hit.
Okay.
Bounces off the scale.
Glancing.
Has Carlos used his bardic inspiration?
Yes,
I'm
I
not
did.
sure, but as a response to your attack there, the dragon is going to take a legendary action and make another wing attack, and you will have to take a
Wing attack?
DC 19, yes, dexterity saving throw, or take 13 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone.
That doesn't sound like a.
Who does it apply to? Only.
Each creature within 10 feet of the dragon.
Oh.
I'm more than 20 feet away.
I
I'm
used
fine.
inspiration.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir. DC
Oh.
19.
I rolled a 14.
Oh. So you take
I
13
rolled
bludgeoning damage,
like-
and instead of being knocked prone,
Oh.
I'd say you're losing. You've lost grip of your handhold.
You're fine.
Bouncing off.
I'm falling.
You're knocked off the
Aw.
dragon, but you're like 20 feet in the air. So,
Okay, is this still my
Feather-
turn?
yes, it is still your turn. So we'll go to the. You are no longer holding the dagger. It is still your turn.
Okay.
You have taken 13 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Let me check something real quick.
13 bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, let me subtract the damage real quick. I believe it's a reaction. Can I use a reaction while it's my turn?
I would say this is a reaction to his legendary action, and I don't see any reason why you can't do that.
Has Rabbit moved yet?
I'm going to be moving Rabbit at the end of your turn, but if you'd like to wait for Rabbit to move at all, then I can do that. But
Okay.
I'm tracking Rabbit's turn, but
I
he
do not
hasn't moved yet.
cast Featherfall. I tell Rabbit to catch me.
Okay.
And I will give Bardic Inspiration to Carlos again.
Hell yeah.
Don't fall off, Mr. Carlos.
Vinshenzo!
I believe I'm within 90 feet of Rabbit, right?
Oh, you're well within.
I tell her to catch
That's
me.
50.
Because you said 2 people can ride Rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
Rabbit's
do
gonna
that.
fly 50 feet over here, to pick you up, and then it's going to fly up 40 feet in the air. So you guys are above. Where's the thing?
Dragon.
Hell
Dragon
yeah,
these
dude.
nuts.
That
Ghost
was
block, thank
epic.
you.
You have to admit.
That was cool. All right, you guys are now above.
And I believe that's everything I can do. I end my turn falling onto me steed.
All right.
I don't know
Well-
where I went. Oh, there I am.
It is Shadeclaw. And Shadeclaw is going to drop onto the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
And is going to attack Isaac with 2 claw and 1 bite attack.
I don't have my shield out, so my AC's 18.
18,
Alright.
roger that. Ready?
Set.
I don't think you like those
Aye.
arrows.
Okay, 2 claws. 1. Okay, that's a hit. 2d6 plus 6.
Ooh.
Ooh.
5 plus 6 is 11 damage. 2.
Hold up, I need to do a con save real quick.
Oh, totally. Let me know.
Nope, I succeed.
Deadly. All right,
Alright.
the next attack hits as well, and it's 2d6 plus 6. So I'm just gonna roll these ones again. 5. So another 11 damage.
And then another con save. I definitely succeed. And then third attack.
Third attack is the bite, which is a 12 plus 11 is 23 to hit, and that is 2d10 plus 6,
Ow.
and that is cold damage.
Oh.
Doesn't make a difference, take the same damage anyways.
Hell yeah, dude.
14 plus 6 is 20 cold damage. So essentially the
Ow.
dragon just sort of drops out of the sky, pounces and gores you, or attempts to.
Is he flying
Ouch.
to make these descents, or is he just dropping?
No, he just like he was 20 feet in the air and he just kind
And
of like
then
landed in front
Final
of
fucking
Isaac
Constitution
and
save.
smacked at him.
Is he taking falling damage for these drops?
He is not taking falling damage for these drops. Does he
I
move
definitely
20 feet?
succeed again. Okay.
He has wings, he can just land softly.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
kind of what I was assuming.
Okay.
That would make it Carlos, I take it?
Yes, my turn.
Good
All
luck,
right.
sir.
So fuck this, right? So I'm gonna use Draconic Cry again as a bonus action.
Deadly.
And then
How many
I'm
times
going
do you
to
use that per encounter out of curiosity?
I can use it 4 times per day. It's the same as my proficiency bonus.
Awesome. That's
Or
cool.
4 times before a long rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna draw a new dagger out and stab him again because I have like
Again?
a bunch of daggers.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe this one will work.
maybe this is the one that'll kill you. Let's find out. Okay. Let's see if I need to use inspiration on this roll.
Oh.
7 plus 3.
Oh.
That's 10 plus 9. 19 should hit.
Yep.
It does.
Okay, cool. So let's do this, baby. Yeah. Okay, so he takes 26 plus 5, 31 damage.
Stand by.
Wow. Wait, was that sneak attack? Because I'm not next to you anymore.
I have advantage.
I am next. Wait.
Right.
Oh wait, does it have reach, or
No,
did
he
it
has
walk
advantage
up next to me?
It walked up next to you.
But plus, if either I'm alone with a target, or if
I
there's a friendly
understand.
near me, or if I have advantage, I can sneak
understand.
attack. Yeah, some special.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Carlos, I'd like you to tell the group how you kill the dragon Shadeclaw.
Oh.
All right, so which way is he looking? Is he looking towards Isaac right now, or is he looking back at me?
So to set the scene for you in sort of the 6-minute combat encounter, what happened was, as you were frantically clinging onto the dragon after he was beating his wings and knocked Vinshenzo off, he then dove at Isaac after Isaac threw a bunch of shit into its chest and tried mauling Isaac to death, and then you have now responded to this because you're hanging on the back of them, and this has just happened. Like you're on his back watching him try and maul Isaac to death. And then
Okay.
you take your dagger out and you do what?
All right, so as he lands, Carlos kind of is holding onto the dagger, and he looks over the dragon's shoulder and sees him viciously attacking Isaac, right? So he lets out another cry, and he's like, "No, this ends now!" And he pushes himself onto his feet on his back, pulls out another dagger, jumps forward, grabs onto the dragon's horn on his head, and stabs into the top of his head.
God damn. Well, Shadeclaw crashes to the ground with a thud. And he is clearly finished.
Carlos, after the dragon's head falls, he kind of he rolls to recover, and stands up and brushes himself off and looks around to see if everyone else is all right. Mr. Isaac, I saw you took a beating there. Are you okay?
Oh, I forgot to roll.
Yeah, I'll live. So I put away my bow and pull out my shield and start slowly limping towards Atre.
I command Rabbit to land, and I walk up to the dragon and grab my dagger from its shoulder blades. Such an
Nice.
uncivilized creature.
Right.
And then when I get to Atre, I'm going to extend my last spell slot and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, bless you, sir.
Carlos is going to...
Healing him for 10 HP.
Nice. Carlos is going to take a few seconds to catch his breath, and he's also going to recover his two daggers that are stuck in the dragon.
All right, you have... Good lord. Good stuff. You have successfully defeated a dragon, an adult dragon, a white adult dragon, and also that shitty king, but we don't care about him.
What do you mean? The dragon defeated him.
Yeah, basically, that's why we don't care about him. So Atre coughs sort of coughs and stutters awake as Isaac has blood. Just give me a second. Give me 2 seconds here.
One.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. So he coughs and sputters awake, with Isaac leaning over top of him. He looks around, sort of blinking his eyes, and says, "Is it done?"
Yeah, I point to the corpse. Like, it's done.
Hearing Atre making noises, Carlos is going to make his way over there.
I did not believe this day would come, and I did not expect I would survive to see it. Then he sort of looks down at his leg. I am most fortunate to have lasted in this as intact as I am.
Yes, it's a unfortunate thing. I was able to stop the bleeding, but reattaching limbs is beyond me.
He touches Isaac on the arm first, and then he reaches over and he touches you, Carlos, on the arm, and he says, "You have saved my life. You have saved my clan. My life is yours. I am in your debt."
You were quite foolish to try to assist us, Mr. Atre.
Would you not sacrifice to save all of your kin?
I believe he has you there, Vin.
We had it under control, Mr. Carlos.
Yes, quite.
Nevertheless, what shall we do next?
Nephis stands over the body of Shadeclaw and begins and pulls out his saber and begins hacking away at the neck of the dragon.
Roll me strength.
I look over. Ask, yo, what the fuck? I have a great axe. I can handle that.
Actually, you know what? Roll me an attack roll.
I believe I get to roll full damage as well against
So the reason I'm asking you to roll
objects.
I understand that. The reason why I'm asking you to roll an attack roll is because you're hacking through dragon scales.
Copy that.
Yes.
I get a 17.
All right. Roll your flat damage, or whatever the inanimate object damage is.
Oh man, fuck. That would be get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think it would just be a 1d6 plus or 6 plus my fucking dexterity, so 10.
Well, roll your weapon damage too. I mean, you're hacking at him with a weapon. Like that's got to count for something.
Yeah, though the weapon was it was maxed.
A d6.
Right?
Okay. I
became a
understand.
6.
I understand. I thought you had something.
Yeah, no,
punchy.
I
That's-
only
He
do
can't
shit ton of damage on
colossal-
living stuff.
Does Hunter's Mark end if it's dead?
Yes,
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I can switch it to another target.
That's okay.
creature,
That's okay.
But
I appreciate this. So what's the total?
10.
All right. I'm gonna assume you're just gonna keep like sawing and hacking away at
Yeah.
that. Now that you have
Vin
breached the
turns
scales.
away and walks away
Okay.
Nephis
Towards-
gonna
towards
respond.
the entrance.
Atre is gonna like watch this entire thing until he's either addressed or Nephis finishes dismembering the head.
I'll walk
suppose now-
over, collect my hand axe, and still waiting for a response.
Nephis does not respond to you.
Could you
I
say
had a great axe, and it's like you could.
and Nephis doesn't respond, he gets the job.
He ignores me. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna inspect the fangs of the dragon for the largest one because I want to collect a trophy.
You find the largest one. His two, well, obviously he's got like two really big top canine fangs, and then two not quite as big but still big lower, whatever those are called, fangs.
I take one of the top ones, or I pull out my knife and cut one of the top ones out.
You now have a white dragon's fang, or a white
Isaac.
dragon's tooth.
Get me one of those as well, if you don't mind. After all, I did deliver the finishing blow.
I thumbs up and then grab the other one.
Mr. Atre, once we're done here, I believe it will be your duty to inform the village that the dragon is no more. Have you thought at all about how you want to break the news?
He looks at his leg stump and says, well, first, I might need to find a walking stick or of some sort, otherwise I won't make it down the mountain.
Of course, not to worry, we can help you with that, but to address the more pressing concern of your village and how they may respond.
Lend me your fang.
Very well.
Oh.
If I return alive, I shall give it to you. I appreciate that you have collected trophies, but I wish not to keep a reminder of what used to be a reverent god to my people.
I thought we were supposed to deliver the head, but
That was to the fired newts, wasn't it? And also, we didn't take their offer because we didn't want to weaken their defenses.
Yeah.
Do you want us to accompany you, Atre? After all, we were the ones that felled the beast. Or would that only complicate matters?
I would suggest that you do not approach the village with me.
Would you have us wait here then?
I think that would be for the best. I believe that potentially it might cause more issues because you are seen as an enemy.
Very well. We'll see if we can find something to help you get down the mountain. And then also, while you're gone, they'll give us time to inspect his treasure. Carlos's eyes drift over to the treasure pile.
Deadly. All right. Why don't you guys figure out how you're going to help this?
is there a staff in the horde? Or
Stand by.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inspect to see if there's anything over here that would help him.
I will assist.
I'm gonna start collecting little trinkets and stuff off of the dragon, like finding pristine dragon scales and cutting off claws and pulling teeth.
Just give me a nature.
So
roll.
am I just misremembering
No,
that?
sorry,
that they wanted the head and didn't want us to defile the body too much?
Okay, so Atre is stating that the defiling of the body is not cool, and he doesn't really want to be a part of it. The salamanders want the head of the dragon, and Skeeto wants the dragon's. Let me just double check.
I think you
He wanted enough scales to make a shield.
Yes, he wanted the scales. That is correct.
I mean, we could still give
Yeah,
that to him, even though
I'll collect some scales too.
it'd be like, hey, we know you wanted it, even though we didn't accept your help. We, still here. I don't know. Be nice.
Well, Nephis is doing this purely and solely for himself. So that's what Nephis is doing.
Collecting materials for his future gear.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
armor.
is that a nature roll for Nephis, or was that for the gold horde?
Survival roll for Nephis for harvesting the scales of the dragon of a decent quality, I will say. As survival, I
Okay.
think would count in the skinning and all that of a
Okay.
beast.
That is how you ruled it.
Oh man. Get an 8 for that?
Oh man.
Okay.
Are you rolling
me-
for?
Roll me
Survival,
D6.
yeah. I just rolled a survival. I rolled a 20, and then plus my survival.
No, sorry, I was.
Oh. What's going on?
No, it sounded like Chris was going to tell what me and
I was
Kardoc
asking
were
Nephis to roll a d6 really quickly, actually.
Okay, I will roll a d6.
Hurry, we're getting
6.
scurvy.
6, you say? Okay, so
You become another
you
dragon.
are able to collect 6 scales that are sufficient enough in size to be like sufficient enough, clean enough, all that kind of stuff. And they are each, well, yeah, you were able to collect 6 scales. Just note that down, and I'm also noting that down with the value because I don't think
Copy
you're.
How big are they?
I don't know. Are you standing right next to him?
I mean, I was on top of the
Oh.
dragon. I think I'd remember.
They okay. You remember them to be a variety of sizes because you weren't there watching Nephis pick them up.
Okay.
I'm going to move on to the much more appreciative thing that you're going to enjoy, which is the
Money.
mountain of fucking gold and stuff that's there. So, does everybody have their pencils and pens out or other writing utensils?
Oh, give me
have
a
a temp sheet. Grab a second one.
Okay.
You have recovered 18,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
And another 36,000 silver pieces. You recover a series of
Oh.
Yeah, 18,000 gold, 36,000 silver.
you have
Yes.
13 gems that you found in just sort of scattered in the gold.
Oh, maybe Carlos can give those back to the halflings.
They're dead.
You find a chest that has 32 short swords.
Short sword.
There is an altar tapestry, just like that thing there. There are 20 javelins that are tied up in a bundle of rope. And there are 2 gallon casks of wax.
Ooh.
Did we find any books?
Ooh.
Asking for a
You
friend.
find a ruined bookcase. And it is, just give me 1 second.
I take a dump on the gold pile.
Perfect. There's a folded page of parchment with strange glyphs that you find sort of littered amongst the gold. And there's also a ruined bookcase that has a dozen books, and I'll get you to just do sort of investigation if you want to examine the titles and look
Sure.
through them to see if they're worth sort of gathering.
Fuck it, I'll roll with inspiration.
Do I need to write down
Away.
any of this book stuff? Because I was.
No, this one. Well, I mean, you can if you want to, and if you're interested, but that is the contents.
I've
of the
just
board.
been writing down the contents in like a loot sheet. So we have the totals.
12 investigation.
All right, you find four things that you think that are actually like usable and readable. The rest of it seems pretty dusty and crap and ruined.
Oh.
Okay.
So the first one you were able to read
Oh.
is called, well, I don't know if you really care enough, but it's called the Enchiridion of Lene.
What?
Yeah. And then you
What?
notice that there is a set of engraved marble tablets that is wrapped in linen cloth, known with a little like sort of ribbon that has a tag on it that is written in what languages do you understand?
Common and Elvish?
Well, luckily for you, it is written in Elvish,
Oh.
and it is known as the Thrumal Shards.
Oh.
But it's written in a like sort of the calligraphy you can recognize as
this in
Elvish, but
chat.
it is a very odd scrawl that makes it hard to read out.
Oh.
Write this out in chat so I don't have to guess how it's spelled.
I don't know how to spell any of this shit. Enchiridion of Lane, what?
Oh.
Oh, I actually got that one right.
Thrummel. Oh.
Lan.
Oh.
Did I spell that right? I
Enchiridion.
guess so.
Yeah.
Eon. Oh, instead of it. Cool. What else we got?
Those are the only two things that you can comprehend.
Okay, then 2 other books.
And then and then one other set of tablets and one other book.
Cool. Someone will be happy.
Yeah. And
Show the books to anyone else?
What's that?
Show the books to anyone else to see if they can read it?
I mean, if you're standing by and watching me, you'd see them.
Penis.
penis. Okay, cool. Well, what languages do you understand, Isaac?
Common Dwarvish and Halfling.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't know what any of these other books are written in either.
Alright, now was there anything we can use as a, I don't know, fucking gilded peg leg or fucking
Well,
staff
yeah,
or
there's like
something?
chests and shit that are sitting around that you could probably like snap a. I don't know. You can use that as wood. You also are aware reference the mountain outside.
A gilded
There's a
peg
whole
leg.
winter wonderland full of like branches and trees and stuff. There's also the 20 javelins. There's a lot of stuff that's sitting around.
Yeah.
If Vin heard that, he would have fell on the ground laughing his ass off.
Rolling on the dick laughing.
Oh.
Aye.
How are we gonna get all this gold out of here?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Slaughtering the local populace, of course.
Are there any boss weapons? I'm just kidding.
Boss
I'm not there.
Mass weapons.
Alright, well, yes, I would like to grab a handful of scales if there are any left.
There's tons of scales left.
Oh.
Nephis was harvesting the ones that he thought would be of any like significant value.
Oh.
Pretty.
Well, I would like to harvest some for a shield for Skeeto.
Oh.
All right. Would you just like to harvest it? Like how much do you want? You have an entire huge ginormous dragon that you can harvest here.
Oh.
Minus like 6 entire scales.
I mean, the temptation is to take as much as possible to make armor out of, but oh,
How much of that can you carry though?
Then plus, if it's glaringly obvious that he's been harvested, lizards might get angry. But if there's like a few missing like over the course of his body that might just be, construed as wear and tear or from the fight.
You did take his head, though.
Yeah.
Did anyone take
His
his head, or
head's
is it still just sitting there?
Sitting
Whatever
there.
Nephis wants to do with it. It's like the size of Carlos, though, so not exactly like something you just sort of pick up and put in a
okay.
backpack.
If I inspect how much, like how big are they? How much would I need to harvest if I wanted to make a suit of, like, I don't know, scale mail out of it? Would that be a fucking ton?
Smith? No.
Okay. Are you just gonna stuff them in your backpack? Like, it is a lot of scales. Not a lot as in like, thousands, but it'd definitely be like hundreds.
Oh.
In that case, since, we're not... I mean, if the lizards were cool with it, maybe, but they're not, so in that case, just enough for the shield.
Alright, so you harvest just enough to make a shield.
Alright, I don't have to roll?
No, I'm assuming you're taking your time with this because there's no hurry. Unless you are taking your time. Unless you are trying to rush through it, in which case, yeah, you can roll.
I mean, I wasn't in a particular rush, but I mean, the next thing I was going to do if no one else had was get a fucking walking stick or something for Ox.
Because you're not looking for anything of quality. You're literally just walking along the dragon and just sort of like picking scales at random, right?
You know what?
So
Since we're making like a shield as a gift kind of thing,
you want
I
to
think
nice
I would.
ones?
I want to pick nice ones.
Then I'm gonna get you to roll survival for that.
I'm
The difference
gonna.
between like
get-
randomly plucking hairs off of the back of a
Alright, I'm gonna
sort of thing.
get some divine assistance in this. Because why not?
God's helping.
Oh,
A 23.
All right. Well, you definitely find enough scales that look like they'd be sufficient quality to build a good scale shield. All right. So, what are we using to help? What are we using to help Atre to get him to
Hold
get
on.
the fuck out of here? Do his job.
So basically, while they're messing with the dragon, Carlos is going to take one of the javelins and the altar tapestry, and he's going to go over to Atre and he's going to cut the javelin to size so it could be used as a crutch, then use part of the tapestry as like cushion so that he can put it under his armpit without hurting himself.
Okay.
Okay.
That altar tapestry is now gone from the loot list. Got it.
Well, you can still take it if you want. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just a strip cut out of it.
it's up to you guys. Just note that you
oh.
just note somewhere that it has like got a slice out of it somewhere.
Just the edges
As a treat.
as a treat.
Helps with the authenticity. Okay. Well, he takes your makeshift crutch. Given the blessing of Isaac's gods has sealed up his wound and given him some vitality, he hops, skips, and jumps his way down, reiterating to you to like stay here, stay in cover before fucking off, and he says he'll be back as soon as he can.
I will fucking sit down in a corner and take a short rest.
What's
After
everyone else
this.
gonna do?
Carlos is going to take a short rest on the gold pile.
Nice.
Nephis is going to continue hacking away at the dragon, trying to collect 3 claws and 2 more fangs. Or 2 fangs.
All right. Just for lore IC purposes, are you taking front claws or back claws?
Front claws.
Deadly. All right, carry on.
Okay.
How many are you harvesting? Like the whole claw, the whole hand?
He's like taking away what he needs. 3 claws and 2 fangs.
All right, deadly.
And he begins lassoing the head to be drug.
To be drug.
Yeah, I got 100 feet of rope. I can
Should I limit to how many hit die you
Being
can roll
best
per
shape.
rest? That's a very good question. Deadly. Okay.
Hit dice per rest. I think it's all of them. Or
You can
so
use
I
as
can
many
use up
as
to
you
10.
want.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. I don't think I've had to take a short rest in a long time, so.
Well, you roll your hit die, add your Constitution, and then you heal that, and then you repeat if you want to.
So I add my Constitution to each hit die?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with these for now.
I'll have your head, you filthy Nord.
And might as well do 8.
18?
That was my second roll, yeah.
Deadly. Look at that.
Yeah, that'll fill me up to full. See, I rolled a total of 4 hit die. I was able to heal myself all the way.
All right. Everybody, is anybody else rolling hit die for a short rest? I trust you guys to.
I am. I'm currently doing it.
Yeah, just post your totals in the chat just so I'm tracking. All right. So for a general sense of the crew's willingness to wait, how long are you guys willing to wait for Atre?
I'm not waiting. I already
8:13
left.
for. You left as in like you got on Rabbit and flew away?
Yeah, well, I walked out the entrance and have been walking away.
Where have you been walking away to?
I don't know. The ship.
Roll me survival.
Okay. Oh, that didn't roll, sorry. I didn't shake them. Survival... +4, I got a 16.
Okay. You start walking and roll me a d8.
Okay. What's going on?
Well,
One.
I would just like.
I rolled a 1.
Deadly. Okay. How long you? We'll get back to you in a little bit. So, party in the cave. How long are you guys willing to wait for Atre?
half an hour.
So Carlos, in particular, after a short rest, he'd get quite distracted with all the treasure. So he'd probably be willing to wait several hours before he'd even notice that Atre was taking a while.
Could you just ballpark me?
D10s.
Like around 3.
Okay.
He'd be willing to wait, but if someone else wasn't, then he'd be like, "Oh, what? Oh, it's been a while." So
Yeah,
I guess
deadly.
it's like whoever the lowest common denominator is.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I knew what your ballpark was. Nephis, you said half an hour.
Yes.
All right, Isaac, how long are you willing to hang out till Atre comes back?
I mean, 2 hours, 3 hours, like max.
About the same as Carlos. Would Nephis come to the
Cold
others
up
and be like,
here.
"Yeah"? Would he be like, "Hey, he's taking a while"?
Yeah.
Yes.
It takes a half an hour and before Nephis gets it in his head that it's taking a while, and Nephis, I'll let you go from there. Actually, sorry, just give me a second. 2 seconds. Before I do that, Vinshenzo, you've been walking for an hour. Roll me survival again.
Oh. I see what's going on here. Nat 1.
Roll me a d8.
Okay. 7.
Okay, carry on. So Nephis, it's been a half an hour. Atre hasn't returned. What's going on?
After collecting the goodies, Nephis gets up and fuck, I accidentally locked that. Whoops. And goes to the others. It's been a while. Do you think he's all right, or his people have, well, done what we've done to this dragon?
Well, hasn't even quite been an hour yet, has it? How long do you think it would take him to get down the mountain missing a leg?
Then convince his people that their god that it was a false god and is also dead.
I don't know, but we've been sitting here for a bit.
I think we should give him a little more time. He did stress quite heavily that he wanted us to remain here. I think we should trust him.
Nephis folds his hands under his arms and nods his head and sits in a corner and starts meddling with the trinkets he has.
Is this after the rest or during the rest? It was during the rest, right?
How long is a short rest?
It's a half an hour after your Austria left.
Okay, yeah, so it would still be during the rest.
Nephis is willing to wait another half hour.
I mean, it is like a frozen cave. Not really a nice place to wait around.
Well, at the end of the hour, Isaac's gonna go and inspect those short swords and see if they're just a basic bitch quality or not.
Oh.
History, my dude.
Yeah. I will use, yes, I can use it. Yes. I will expend a superiority to do tactical assessment on top of blessed, or on top of guidance, so that I can roll history without sucking. Probably.
Hopefully, maybe.
That's 29.
These are short swords of solid dwarven make.
Oh.
Cast
Nice.
from one piece of solid steel. And while they are mundane in the sense that they are, they just look like swords, they're sort of bulk stamped, I guess you could say. Each and every single one of them looks pretty much identical. Aside from, wear and tear and the dust patterns. But they are dwarven style short swords.
I'll make a nice addition to the outpost arsenal.
I'd say so. I'm sure they'd be glad to have them.
All right, Nephis. Another half hour goes by. Trey's still not back yet.
Nephis gets up, grabs his gear, and begins making his way to the entrance, the mouth of the cave.
All right.
Nephis, hold up. If you're going to leave, we might as well all leave. Give us a minute.
Nephis continues walking.
Wow. What a bitch.
The head of the dragon is still lassoed and at the or where it's been left.
Okay, it's still in the cave.
Yeah.
It sort of reminded me how much gold coins weigh.
It's like a coin is like 0.02 pounds, I think.
So 0.02 times 18,000. That's going to be
times 18,000. That's just the gold.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's talking about the gold, and I'm just going to use that as a base because it's like 36,000 silver.
360 pounds.
0.02. So that.
Huh?
It's going to be
Right?
3,000.
Oh, maybe I missed a zero
Six-
somewhere.
3,600 pounds or 360 pounds.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Because 0.02, right?
Yeah. 18,000
Times-
0.2 would be 1800, so 0.02 would be 1,800 times 2 is 3,600. Or sorry, 300. Yeah, fuck.
It's
you know what I'm talking about.
1,080 pounds.
What?
What? How are you getting this?
0.02?
I take the number of coins, multiply it by the number, which is 0.02.
Yeah.
I'm
Make my way down the path. I'm going to use. Let me see how many spell slots I got.
I'm
I got
back.
plenty. Good morning.
and your friend too.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on myself, and I'm going to sneak down towards the villages.
All right. How long does pass with a?
I mean, Nephis is a sneaky fellow. He wouldn't just bumble into the village, right?
I'm not the sneakiest of fellows in this gear.
All right, Carlos, are you like straight up catching up to him or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna run over here and we're like, Isaac, I'll be back. I might tag along with Nephis, but we'll be back. And I'm gonna chase after.
Lame-o.
What?
What?
Is this an actual throne?
Sorry, I was staring at a different screen. Which one?
Is this an actual throne?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna sit until they get back. Instead of sitting on the fucking ground.
Nice. All right. So Nephis, Carlos catches up with you. Do you care at all?
No.
Deadly. Carlos, you
Oh.
have the benefits of pass without trace for the next hour.
Hell yeah.
That's if he's within 30 feet of me and I give it to him.
I'm assuming,
Oh.
and you can correct me if you're wrong, and please be honest about this, but I'm assuming that like Carlos is basically gonna like follow Nephis out the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please correct me. Like that's what I'm
I do
saying.
not-
Be
I
honest.
don't give him the benefits yet.
I know you don't give him the benefits until you like cast it, but that's for the purposes of the spell. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to simplify timelines so that I don't have to sit there and be like, Carlos only gets it for 43 minutes or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
It would only end whenever it ends on me.
Fair enough. That's a fair point. Okay.
Use the source.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Anyways, all right. So, Vinshenzo,
Okay.
you've been traveling for a little while. Roll me one more survival. Actually, let me just.
Okay.
I'm actually
losing my
keeping track of
mind.
I'm actually keeping track of travel pace and stuff. So,
17 plus
where's Vinshenzo?
4 for survival. 21.
Deadly. All right.
Do I roll a d8?
Nope. You figured out where you are.
Wow.
Or not sorry, you kind of, I assume you already knew where you were, but now you're even more.
Well, I rolled a
1000%.
17 and then I rolled a nat 1 and now I've rolled this. I don't know.
Okay, notice where you are here.
Okay.
That's where you are. The 21 part is, you know, exactly where you are. You're going to travel like the 3 miles it takes. Oh, sorry, you were 8 miles. So you went roughly that. So you're like 5 miles away. For the next hour, you're going to become about 2 miles away or something like that. And then you'll get there in about a half an hour's time. I just wanted to settle that one so we could have everybody's positions on maps. So Nephis and Carlos, you reach the village within an hour. So you reach the village and you actually end up you notice that what's his name? Atre is
To see if they are agitated, aggressive, or hostile towards Atre.
roll insight.
I don't know what that guy's doing out there. That's mine. Oh, baby! 3.
Three.
Yeah.
3.
The lizard folk are as stoic as they always are, and it's impossible to read them.
Fucking freaks. Nephis does not say that, but he thinks it. So it's more like echoing off his brain casket.
After a while of sort of the congregation at the edge of town parlaying, you see Atre begin hobbling towards the longhouse where King Dathrin used to reside and his family, with the crowd following him. Just gonna break for a moment if there's anything you'd like to do, otherwise I'll continue on.
Never
Can I at
stays
least-
in place.
How well can I see what's going on? Can I just basically see him in the crowd and that's about it?
Roll perception.
Perceive, motherfucker.
Okay. $15.
You can track what's going on, you just don't have the same level of detail that Nephis has.
Well, they haven't attacked him yet. That has to be a good sign.
These lizard folk. Nothing like human.
Indeed, they're quite hard to read.
Well, if anything does happen in that barn, we'll have to get out of here quickly.
All right. So it takes.
Nephis waits.
Okay. So it takes about. Well, eventually, like quite rapidly, the rest of the village seems to be summoned into the longhouse as you see all of the village inhabitants migrating into the longhouse quite quickly. 2 hours will pass unless there's something you would like to do within this time, and I'm just gonna switch back to the other folks unless there's something you'd like to. Well, I'll give you a chance to figure out. So Vin, you get back to the ship.
Hell yeah.
You find the ship quite easily. It's docked it's sitting out in the bay here.
Hell yeah.
Vin, is there anything you want to do on the ship?
I get on the ship.
That's it. That's all.
I'm
I'm asking because you got like an extra hour to kill. That's the only reason I'm asking.
I'll start meditating. I'll take a long rest for the next 4 hours.
Cool. Deadly. All right. So Nephis and Carlos, it takes 2 hours until anything's gonna happen. I noticed Nephis, you're typing, so.
Oh.
Nephis just tucks himself away into a a comfortable position, just begins assessing his little trinkets he's captured.
All
Little
right.
Pokemon.
I would like all members of the party to roll perception.
I believe Carlos was going to do something as well.
Yeah. Ugh.
I just remembered. Need to redo the scale check. What was the other check I did?
I don't know.
What'd you get, Isaac, for perception? Perception.
Oh, am I rolling perception? Why am I rolling
Yes,
perception?
all
the
members of the party.
Right. 15. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Do you recall what check I did other than the survival one for the scales? Because I
You did
think I
history
did too.
for the short swords.
Okay, I need to redo technically both of those because I forgot I had level 1 exhaustion.
I'm gonna let it slide for now, but please keep that in mind.
Oh.
Well, there's nothing I can do but the information that's been given. I mean, if you want to roll them in the background, you can unlearn that information. Actually, yeah, just roll that in the background and we'll modify the results. All right, so Carlos and Isaac and Vinshenzo and Nephis. It's getting warmer.
Hell yeah.
It's supposed to be like, it's wintry temperatures. It's cold. You guys been wearing your all-weather coats because of how cold it is. It's getting warmer.
Dare say that slaying the dragon is already having an effect on this land.
Oh, hell yeah.
His magic's finally been ridden.
So after 2 hours of chat, Nephis and Carlos, you see the population of the village beginning to disperse out of the I see those rolls, chill. Out of the longhouse, and eventually, a couple minutes later, Atre limps out of the longhouse and starts stumping his way back up the mountain. I will point out that your pass without trace is no longer in effect, of course, but given the distance that you are from the village, if you want to remain hidden, it's fine until someone comes closer.
We should probably head back up to the cave. He did request that we stayed there, and he seems fine, so I think it'd be best if he didn't know that we were keeping an eye on him.
After agreeing, Nephis nods his head and begins making his way back towards the cave.
Excellent.
All right.
We leave for the cave.
Given his obvious physical handicap, it takes Atre twice as long as you guys to get back up to the top of the mountain and to the dragon's cave. Isaac, an hour after this entire timeline passes, Carlos and Nevis return to you.
Hell yeah.
Carlos lets Isaac know that everything seemed to go okay, and Atre is on his way back as we speak.
He's like barely fucking awake at this point.
Oh.
It's been like 4 hours.
Yeah, but I didn't sleep before the fucking dragon fight, and then I got mauled.
He's just snoozing on the throne.
I'm half awake on the throne listening to this.
Hell yeah. I guess since it's taking him forever, I guess Nephis would take a look-see at the gold hoard. Is there any, like, blue, like, gems?
There are 4 sapphires.
Yeah.
Sorry.
can you-
Nephis takes.
Want
a
to
single one.
do you want to break it down for the list, or
Just give me a second. I'm having a coughing fit.
No problem.
Ooh, okay, sorry. There's a shitty cold going around, and I cut the tail end of it. So, there's 3 sapphires.
3 sapphires.
4 sapphires, 3 diamonds, 1 black opal. So that's 8. Oh, fucking 1. It's called like a tiger
Tiger's eye?
opal. Yeah, tiger eye. And the rest are pearls.
one tiger opal? You say?
Yeah.
And so it'd be 3 pearls.
4? 4, 3, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be 9. So that'd be 5.
What?
13 total
Yeah.
gems. The 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
That
so
would be
4
5
pearls.
pearls. Oh, 4 pearls. Sorry. Jesus Christ, apparently I'm tired.
It wasn't like 1 a.m. your time?
No,
Oh,
it's 2:49 a.m. my time.
it's even better. Okay, well, yeah, so it takes another hour for Autry to get back, and Vinshenzo, this is roughly the time you finish your long rest.
Hell yeah.
And he comes back to you. I find my notes. And he says, I'm sorry, it took longer than expected. It takes a while getting up and down the mountain. And he sort of slaps the side of his leg with my new injury.
No worries. We had faith.
He takes the dragon fang out of his pocket, and he gives it back to Carlos, and he says, "Hey, I meant it when I said that I would return this to you. This is yours. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
I have spoken with the village of the lizard folk, and they have agreed upon seeing evidence that the dragon is dead, that they will cease hostilities with the fire newts."
I'm sure you've already noticed, but it appears that the dragon's influence is already waning on this land. It's growing warmer as we speak.
Upon hearing Carlos say that, Nephis's eyes widen, and he immediately walks over to the icy riverbed and looks up and you can continue.
Yeah, it's
Deep
starting
is
to get
the
a little
river.
slushy on the river.
How deep is it?
You don't know.
You don't. Damn.
Can we find out?
Well, you can walk over there and check for sure. That would be survival. Yeah, no, survival. I'm sticking to
Well,
those
how
times.
about since there was dialogue going on, we do that. Otherwise, I'll do what I was going to do before.
You can
other
do in the
people take
background,
my-
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last question that was asked of Autry?
It wasn't really a question, it was more of a statement
Okay.
of just how everything's getting warmer because the dragon's dead.
Yes! Great Shadeclaw put monumental amounts of effort into maintaining the wintry aspect of these lands.
It wasn't apparent to many of the villagers, but that was in fact why he spent so much time stuck in his lair. All of his energy was put towards keeping this part of the island cold. That's why he wanted to eliminate the salamanders, so that he could keep this environment cold without him having to rest in the lair so often. Now that he is dead, I suspect this volcano will return to its active state.
Hopefully not too active. Could bode ill for everyone on the island.
He looks around and stares nervously at the lava chute that you guys are essentially standing in.
Yes, I do hope.
So Carlos kind of like looks over at the river and he sees Nephis like standing in the middle of it. And he calls out, "Mr. Nephis, what's going on? What are you looking at?"
I rolled a 25 for survival.
You are aware there is 15 feet of depth beneath you.
Well, since it seems like my action was kind of overridden, what I was trying to do was look at the end of the tunnel to see if there's any like breakage or like seepage of anything. I'm not looking at depth.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. It is like it's starting to drip. There's no cracks or breakages yet, but it's starting to drip.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nephis begins trudging over quickly. Back to the others. We must hurry. Take what we can and leave. This chute will probably become active within the day,
What a waste.
if not sooner.
Atri, I don't suppose you could convince your folk to help take some of this out of here before, well, you know, it's all lost.
Atre points back at the very obviously desecrated corpse of the dragon and he says,
I don't believe there's any positive outcome while that corpse still lingers the way it is.
Don't think there's any way we can get rid of it. Unless we...
He does that weird lizard blink where one eye blinks just slightly before the other, or one eye blinks slightly before the other, and he does not respond verbally.
Okay. All right. Looks like we should just grab what we can then and be on our way. What a waste.
Nephis has already grabbed what he could. He grabs the head by the rope that he has.
Yeah.
Are there any like sacks or anything like that, bags, or is it all just like chests and stuff?
Investigate me.
Investigate you. I mean, hardly seems appropriate.
Later.
I believe that's 11. Let me check. 11.
Sorry,
You
wait, what were you
find
rolling?
investigation. He's looking around for bags, sacks, and the otherwise. You find one entire burlap sack that is already like half filled with some gold. It looks like it can carry 40 pounds worth of gold.
Outstanding. So Carlos is going to fill that bag with the gems, the books / tablets, and then fill the remainder with as much gold as he can.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. I guess that's 40 times 200. There's your point source too. So yeah, it's 40. What I'm doing. So, Jesus Christ. All right. So 40 pounds worth of gold turns into 8,000 gold pieces.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
so you're aware, 50 coins per pound. So And you said you're just filling with all like the gems and shit, right?
The gold, the gems, and
Metal.
the book/tablets,
Deadly.
The
Okay.
gemeralds.
the gemeralds.
All right, so half of whatever I just said, 50 coins per pound. It said 40, so 50 times 2 is 100. Plus, so you have 1,000 gold in your bag, plus all the gems and books and shit like that,
Outstanding.
or in your burlap sack.
Can I draw a money sign on it? No.
You can, but that's up to you.
No, that's fine. Well, Carlos is prepared to leave. What is Isaac grabbing?
I'm going to attach the javelin bundle to my backpack. I'm going to, I don't know, make a fucking pulley system for the, use some rope so I can drag the fucking,
Chest of swords.
chest of swords. And then I'm probably the one who's going to carry the head.
I thought Nephis was already dragging the head.
Oh, he was?
Sure is.
Yep.
Oh, well, in that case, How much does the fucking chest weigh?
I mean, a short sword would weigh what, like a pound or
It's
two?
like, I think it might be a pound.
Depends how big it is.
It's like
Handbook.
60 pounds.
The handbook.
The handbook.
Yeah, I need to do some quick math to see my carrying capacity and weight, or like how close I am to it. So the chest with the swords and the javelins, that's like an extra 100 pounds. I can carry like another 70 pounds without it slowing me down.
Wow.
That's it. Maybe you should.
I put 70 pounds of gold in my backpack, which is probably as much as it can fucking fit at that point.
Christ.
Carry capacity of a
And-
backpack is 30 pounds.
Oh,
Maybe there's extra room in the chest of swords that you can just start piling gold in there.
It's true.
Oh.
are there more than one chest?
Yeah, I believe so.
You can investigate that.
Yes, I will do that real quick. Just fuck it. I will use a maneuver. Guess that's an investigation check. I haven't fucking slept yet. Alright. That's 24. Sorry, I messed that up. That is a 18. Was a fucking tiny die in there for some reason.
You find another chest buried underneath all the gold.
Is it empty? What's in it?
Well, there was gold in it.
Dead body.
A dead body.
There's gold in it. I will carry one chest and drag the other, I guess.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go based off of your carry capacity. So you carry another 3,500 GPs worth of gold in the other chest.
It would be 65 pounds, based on the equipment, the weight of my current equipment, and the other stuff I was carrying.
You're carrying 3,250 gold pieces.
Hey.
Wow.
Given the fact that you guys are stuffing as much shit in your pockets as you can possibly carry, and then some, generally you guys, I'm going to state that the traveling of the party makes you a little bit cumbersome, so it's going to take you twice the amount of time to travel through the entirely untamed wilderness of this island. So, how are you going to travel back? I assume that's what you're going to do next. It's okay if you want to do something entirely different. So you guys are up. Sorry, you guys are up here.
We'll probably take the same path back, I imagine.
I would like to remind you that the same path that you guys took getting here was around the mountains on this side.
I was extra long.
It was extra long, and if you want to take that same path back, you can, but it really was traveling through, like, the mountains.
Would we be able to... Well, guess we could take a path that doesn't go near the town, but also doesn't go through the mountains.
I would attempt the straightest route. And is Nephis leading?
I was about to ask that question.
If it's mountains, no. If it's forest, yes. Nephis leaves it to you to lead us like you have previously.
Oh, oops. Nope, that's the wrong dice. Ouch. 17.
Ouch, he says 0-17.
Okay.
On my second best stat, yeah.
All right. It is going to take you 6 hours to reach the wide horizons. Nephis.
Okay, is it Constitution save 2 time for not sleeping?
Yep. I was about to ask Nephis what he was going to do for 6 hours.
Hell
What do
yeah.
you mean?
You mean Vinshenzo?
Vinshenzo, what are you going to do for 6 hours?
Is it me or
I
Nephis?
barely succeed.
I will flick a gold coin into the water off the side of the ship and say a brief prayer of thanks to Timora. And then I will relax, playing music.
All right, so 6 hours later, you guys get to the ship, and everybody's going to roll the exhaustion thing, which I think Chill just preemptively did as well.
Yeah, I rolled a 16, and for me the DC was 15, but for everyone else it's a 10.
Deadly.
I don't have to roll because I long rested.
Yeah, you're fine.
Rolled a 5. What time is it?
It's midday at this point in time, I would say.
Oof.
Again, it's a con save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nephis and Carlos, you guys are exhausted. Level 1.
Hell yeah.
But you make it back to the
Great.
ship in one piece. It is midday. And as you're preparing to board, you see Nephis is on board. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that. Vinshenzo is on board.
I
Hell
waste
yeah,
no
dude.
time and I just unload everything. Take off my armor, and then I take my spyglass to see if the volcano's active yet.
Perception.
Mm, 18.
Nothing yet.
Alright, I'm gonna empty the 2 chests and then try and make my way back.
Oh my god. What a
We're
trooper.
going for it.
Roger that. What's the rest of the crew doing?
Seeing Isaac just leave, Nephis stops undoing the sails and just goes below deck and begins resting.
Carlos, Finn.
I guess just waiting for orders.
Carlos honestly wouldn't be very useful in lugging a bunch of stuff around.
Same with Vin.
Yeah, Carlos will ask Nephis before he leaves or goes below deck if there's like would Carlos know if there's a vault or a treasure room or something aboard the ship? Or
I feel
more
like
secure.
given the many months that you've spent on
Yeah.
board the Wide Horizons, you'd know
Is there one?
its deck layout.
If anything, it would be akin to the captain's quarters.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the closest thing you got.
Isn't this ship like a one-mast sloop?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
not really a
sloop,
vault.
man.
That's just where Nephis puts all
Yeah,
his
but like
valuable
we
shit.
have like all these rooms and stuff. I don't know.
You don't have,
have one
quote-unquote,
room.
all
There's
these
no room.
rooms. Yeah.
There is one room below deck.
That's the captain's quarters, right?
And it's currently
Yeah.
occupied by Khutula.
Oh, I
Well,
thought Khutula had her
luckily-
own room. Okay.
No.
She's been taking mine.
She's stuck in the captain's quarters.
Luckily, Carlos comes bearing gifts, so he's gonna go to the captain's quarters,
Oh,
knock on the door.
you hear from inside sort of a loud groan, but there's no coherent words that are spoken.
Carlos peeks inside the door.
Khutula is completely splayed out on the bed,
Wow.
while waking up from a nap.
Spread eagle.
Sort of like lazily throws the sheets off the bed. She goes, what do you want?
So Carlos would like scamper in, and he'd put down the sack like in the middle of the room and rummage through it and pull out the books and the tablets and show her.
Leave it.
Are you gonna lay him out on the ground, or are you just gonna sort of like drop him and run?
I'm gonna put him on the bed since that's where she currently is.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cthulhu. Oh, she knows a couple of different languages. That's good. So Cthulhu, seeing these tomes of knowledge that you've gotten her, she practically dives on them, and she first tears apart the packets of tablets. Looking through them really briefly, she throws one set aside, not carelessly, but sort of, just places her to the side, and then she starts immediately reading through the tablets that are the Thrumal shards, sort of tracing all the little depictions, and she entirely focuses on those and not on you for about a minute and a half before she realizes you're still there, and she looks up and she goes, thanks. And then she goes back to reading.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I forgot to mention it, but it was in my head. Carlos also grabbed all those, or as many of those parchments with symbols on them as he could find.
Yep, the strange glyphs.
Yeah. Oh, he'd like kind of remember and be like, "Oh yeah, I also got these," and
She's gonna grab them and tuck them into like the side of her robe
Whoa.
without even breaking eye contact with the book that she's like got her nose stuck in.
Outstanding. Is there currently like a treasure pile somewhere in the captain's quarters that Nephis has been using?
A what?
Like a treasure pile or something, like in a corner.
Not particularly. There's like
There's a book
cabinets
hoard.
that he has stuff. Yeah, there's a book hoard. There's
Okay.
like barrels and like crates and shit that he put stuff in.
Carlos would put the sack next to one of the crates, all their other stuff, which is like the 1,000 gold pieces and the gems.
All right, Isaac, roll me survival real quick. If there's anything ship crew wants to do, I know I haven't gotten to you guys. I think one or two of you.
No,
but just write down what you want to do in the chat. But
it's an 18. I managed to.
All right, it's gonna take you 3 hours to get back to the volcano, and you notice that the ice flow in the lava chute is starting to actually be an ice flow.
Wow.
Can I walk the way in we normally go?
Yeah. It's not to the point where it's hazardous yet, but you can see like.
I'm gonna haul ass, and I'm gonna fill I'm gonna put the tapestry in my backpack, and I'm gonna fill the 2 chests with as much gold as I can. Were there any books or anything still left?
There's a bunch of unidentified books that Carlos didn't see any value in.
I would like to do a quick glance and see if any of them look like they're worth grabbing.
All right. What did I make you roll, Carlos? Was it history?
Investigation.
Investigation. Do that for me, please, sir.
So it was more just to see if any of the books were in a good enough condition to be read.
All right.
18. I think. Yes, 18.
All right. Roll me a d10.
4.
All right. You find 4 books that you determine are in good enough condition to be retrieved.
I put those in my backpack.
Do you care about their names, or do you just want the books to be?
I will put them in my backpack. I don't care about the names currently. I'm on the clock.
You're on the clock. All right. Tell me what you're doing, but just be conscious. I'm writing the names of the books or something about the books in the background.
I will additionally add. So we have. Actually, I'll separate. I will fill the 2 chests, which with as much as gold as I can carry. I have a total carrying weight of like 200 pounds for this run.
Wow.
But that's including like the tapestry and the books and stuff.
Understood. All right. And you're just gonna sort of book it right out of there afterwards?
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna book it right out of there.
All right. Needless to say, Atre is gone, and you guys are all over there. All right. I'll let you calculate the weight of all the shit that you've taken in terms of the gold pieces, because I trust you.
Okay.
Do books have an end? I think they do.
They're like a pound. A pound or 2. I'll say 2 pounds each.
A book is 5 pounds, it says.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'm going to take that because I'm looking at...
Okay, so 4 books, that'd be 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Do we have anything for tapestry?
I guess these are like...
art?
That's 10 pounds.
10 pounds?
Yeah, I have it pulled up. I know that one is.
Okay, then it's 170 pounds of gold, or 170 pounds, and then I need to check chest or 120 pounds of gold. Yes, 120 pounds of gold.
120 pounds of gold.
Okay. So you retrieve another 6,000 pounds of gold. It's going to take you another 6 hours.
6,000 pounds of gold?
Sorry, 6,000 gold pieces. It's going to take you another 6 hours to get back. Roll me survival.
Survival. Oh no! That's a 13.
Roll me a d8.
Where is my D8? 4.
4. All right. All right. I would like you to move yourself 1.5 miles southeast of your position.
What?
I'll do this part. Hang on.
Won't they just put me? Oh wait, no. Right, because this is north.
Yeah.
All right. So
you're like there.
There.
Yeah.
All right.
So after an hour's worth of trudging, you notice you are where you are with the environment that would be understood, sort of snowy mountains. Roll me survival again. Where are you?
You what?
That's 15.
15. All right. You are aware of where you are.
Okay.
I'll let you travel, like, you realize where you are here on the map. You recognize this location. So I'll allow you to figure out how to reorient yourself.
Oh, now I'm more looking into where the fuck we came from when we went the long way around.
This way.
So I probably orient myself after that, because that's the route I know the best.
All right.
I would try to follow that as best as possible, despite the fact that the landscape is currently changing.
Roll me one last survival check, seeing as you found sort of a familiar trail, to see how the changing environment affects you.
21.
Doesn't affect you at all. All right. Well, it affects you, but so 9.8 miles. Thank you. So okay, so for the rest of the group, Isaac shows up 12 hours later. So it is now nighttime when you finally get back to the
And load the additional books and the tapestry and or rather, I go with the chests under the deck, place them there, keep the tapestry in my backpack, and then I hand the 4 books to Khutula. You can figure them out. And then I fucking collapse on the spot.
On the spot, just in the room, just.
No, outside the captain's quarters, I just fall over backwards.
Fucking amazing. All right, captain and crew minus Isaac. It's nighttime operations right now.
Well, quick question. What? I know Isaac was keeping track. What's the grand total of gold then we've managed to take out of there?
We have taken 10,200 gold.
There you go. I'm glad he was keeping track, because I'm like more focused on the other stuff. It's a lot of different pound calculations. 10,200 gold pieces. There you go. Out of the 18,000, that ain't so bad. Floor's open to you, party.
Copy that.
I get in the crow's nest. Sorry.
Carlos
No, you're
changes
good.
back into his normal clothes now that it's not freezing out.
Well, I will
Nephis
point out it's
hands
still
the
cold.
helm.
It's just not as cold as it was. It's like 10 or 12 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than it used to be.
It's fine.
Rest not roast being on our open ryer.
Carlos had a long rest, so he's ready to do whatever Nephis needs him to do.
Let's get this ship prepared and to move to the fire newts.
Yeah, we left 2 caskets of wax, just under 8k gold, and 36,000 silver behind. Everything else we grabbed.
Did our best.
Nephis is gonna wax these nuts.
Wax these nuts. Alright, let me just get rid of these things. Okay. So I believe it is a...
Carlos is my rigger.
60 miles.
How long does this trip take?
That's what I'm about to find out. It's gonna take you pretty much the entire day.
I was gonna say if it
So,
takes more
if
than
you're
8
leaving-
hours,
if you're le-
I'll
oh yeah, it
go
takes
assist.
definitely more than 8 hours. but
After 8
I'll,
hours, I'll wake up and I'll take over the sails.
Sorry, don't mind me.
Actually, you know what? Make it 9 hours because I fucking struggled.
Wow. Does Captain Nephis allow you to take 9 hours rest?
Nephis does not care.
There you go. All right. Lucky. All right. So
Isaac is treating himself with an extra hour of
Who
sleep.
keeps making me small? Again.
there you go, buddy.
I'll give you one guess.
It's fucking Chris who's doing this shit.
It was
I'm making the
Carlos.
map sized. Fuck off. I've been doing it to everyone.
Stop making me
There.
small.
You're right. Sorry. Hang on. There. Now everyone's appropriately
I
sized.
know it's Carlos, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'd buy that for.
Anyways, okay. So you arrive effectively like the next evening. Because wait, sorry, did Nephis say he was waiting till morning? I just wanted to double check to set sail. When are you setting sail?
Nephis set sail like immediately.
Okay, yeah. So after nightfall the next day is when you arrive at the place.
Wow.
No.
So we arrive at nightfall.
Yes, sir. Nobody really has any time.
You're cutting out quite bad.
Yeah, a lot of
It's hard to
static.
understand you.
Is Chris in the
Copy
kitchen?
1x5.
He is.
Getting a
Sorry.
sandwich.
I was just checking on the puppy dogs.
Puppy dog.
I heard some squealing.
Gotta check on the puppy dogs.
So it's after dark.
Nephis goes down below deck and just relaxes. He doesn't really tell anyone anything.
Deadly. All right.
Wait, what time did you say it was? Sorry.
It's after dark.
Oh, yeah. Carlos is gonna rest after sailing all day.
So you all
How many
wait till
hours
morning.
total did this take?
It was a 60-mile journey, so it took you roughly 12 hours.
Okay, so I've been awake for 3.
Shit.
Carlos will check on Khutula though and ask her if she learned anything interesting from her books.
Vinshenzo occupying the crow's nest still?
Yes.
Then I'm just
Okay.
gonna chill on deck.
In response to Carlos, you get a growl and a snarl as you try and open the door. You can see that Khutula is reading 3 of books at once.
I'll leave you to it then.
Hell yeah.
All right, without any objections, we'll fast forward till morning, upon which you find yourself at anchor in the mirror quality river water of this beautiful place that you're in.
Exquisite.
I leave you to the crew.
To begin the fucking trek. Wait, who? Does Nephis want to how heavy is the head?
I squat a lot.
How heavy is Carlos? And I don't mean this metaphorically. Like, how heavy are you roughly, Carlos?
Let me reference my character sheet.
Pussy.
About 80 pounds.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
it's around that. It's like between
Okay,
80 and 120 pounds.
I'll go in full gear and I'll just fucking lift the head with me.
But
Lift the
it is-
head.
It is once again like the dragon's head is the size of Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're aware of that, but I just wanted to like reiterate that. Anyways, okay, cool.
Yeah,
It's,
so what?
if I recall correctly, it's about a 3 or 4 hour trek from your landing point to the Fire Newt village.
Oh yeah, I also have the scales for Skeeto with me.
I take it everyone's heading to the village.
Nephis is gonna stay with the ship.
I
This
get
time
on my okay, I stay on the ship.
Oh.
Amazing. All right, Isaac and Carla, you guys take a 3 hour trek to the Fire Newt village. As you arrive, you can see that there is what looks to be a pretty great celebration in process. The Fire Newts are just going absolutely crazy. You see what looks to be like little fireworks spurting out and puffs of fireballs shooting into the air. When you arrive, you're barely noticed up until the point where you pretty much get to the outskirts of town and someone looks around and starts pointing at you. And
They see.
gerbling, and then another, like the whole crowd begins to like sort of point at you and part out of the way as you approach.
Hell yeah.
I guess we would make our way to the, what was it, a stronghold or something they had?
Yeah, the Salamander's Keep. So you make your way to
Yeah.
the Salamander's Keep, and the entire crowd begins swarming around you, jibber-jabbering, pointing, and generally still celebrating, up to a point where the sort of town guards that are there, the armed forces, they muscle through the crowd, and they give you an escort through, and the entire town is essentially mobbing behind you, down the bridge into the keep, where at that point in time the other like fire warriors are trying to like, keep them at bay with their give you guys space. You can enter into the Salamander's Keep. When there, you see all of the throne room is empty when you arrive, but you see Skeeto and the King's Herald sitting in a throne room talking. As you enter into the building, they immediately stand up and they rush towards you. The King's Herald says,
Ah, you are successful. That is good. We were
Is
Lost
Chris
you again.
outside of the room again?
So you got anywhere for me to put this?
We didn't hear you, Chris. Your mic cut out.
yes, I was outside of the room. I had another cigarette. I'm back now. Inside the room. Sorry, I'm smoking cigarettes again. It's the way it is.
Smoking, Nick, and sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doing all
keep
those
sucking
things.
those cancer cocks.
You can make fun of me all you want, but I'm back now, so let's carry on.
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm making fun of you.
As you enter the cell, so the the herald of the king says,
Ah, yes, you were successful. We were successful as well. Our defense of the village has been true and strong.
Excellent. Not only have we slain the dragon, as you can clearly see, but I guess it would now be King Autry, if he is accepting that title. He is holding up his end of the bargain as well. His lizard folk will no longer harass you or attack you. You can consider peace to be on the island.
Come with me. You must speak to the Salamander King and present the trophy to him in person. They're celebrating the Joy's defense in the rear. Please, come with me.
Indeed. They'll
So
have
he
more to
takes you-
celebrate.
he takes you through the rear entrance, which you guys previously have never been, through a set of gardens into what looks to be a small courtyard with a hot spring, sort of little hot tub / mini pool type thing. There's a huge pool full of steaming hot water where the salamander family is all gathered in, and there are some newt attendants of the king who are there fanning them with palm fronds, and they're sprinkling what looks to be some sort of powders occasionally into the waters. And when the king sees you and sees the very obvious dragon head, he rises up out of the hot springs and says,
Ah, yes, the heroes of Ignis. You have
Hell
come at
yeah,
a
dude.
fortuitous time. We're celebrating the victory against the lizard folk.
Well, as you can see, we bring more news to be celebrated.
I see you were victorious as well. Come, sit in the springs, regale me of this tale. We are celebrating.
Carlos would like to test the waters first.
"Sure, roll me Constitution saving throw."
Oh. Is Carlos gonna share a hot tub with another man?
Family of
Mostly
men.
6 feet apart.
16. 16.
Chill. Yes, you have an entire courtyard to set the head down on. It's
I mean,
there's a lot of-
not just the ground.
there's no little tables or anything, but there's like a rock that is jutting out of this hot spring that is above the paved stones of the courtyard. That is the closest thing that there is to like a table or a desk. or anything.
I'll put the head there, and then the second question is Skeeto present.
Yeah, he's followed you in. He was.
I
he was
will
with
open
the
up my
herald of the
backpack
king.
and pull out the scales, and then present them to him.
Fuck yeah! You don't speak Draconic, so you don't understand the gibberish that he gabbles in return. But he seems to be very appreciative of these scales, and he gives a glance to the herald, and before running off into the keep itself. Very, very excitedly. So 16, and what was the other roll of Constitution?
That was what? That was my Constitution saving throw.
Sorry,
16.
I thought Chill had also rolled.
Oh, I don't think
No,
you did.
I have to take off my armor if I'm gonna hop in there.
I didn't jump.
right,
I
fair enough.
tested the waters. I didn't jump in yet.
Yes, I understand
I
that. So you
I'm
test
just
the
letting
waters.
him know.
Carlos
Yeah.
has
The
bare
waters
feet
are
at all
fine.
times.
Jump in the cat.
That's right. I can just dip my toe in.
Toe feels great.
It feels great.
Feels pretty nice. Nice warm water.
You mean claw? Sorry.
Yeah, you don't have toes, you freak.
Foot claw.
Foot claw.
Yeah. Squad de law. Squad de claw.
Anyways, that is what you feel.
Yeah. Well, when in Rome, as they say.
Is Carlos 6 feet apart from this other man?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Carlos is gonna maintain his distance, but yeah.
Is he
Are you disrobing or are you just plunging in fully
taking
clothed?
off his shit?
Yeah, I'm taking my shit off.
Deadly. All right. Well, you get in the springs. They feel great.
Oh.
Your scales are tingly. You feel the
I did not roll well.
Isaac, you're a creature of the cold. This is not cold. This is unbearably hot.
Frogs gay.
All right, I will take a step back and then try and dip and get accustomed.
Fuck yeah! All right. All right. Well, yeah. So you're hanging in the hot springs, and Salamander King squiggled back in, and he says,
You've brought peace to this land. You've brought peace to my people. And more importantly, you've killed an evil, vile beast.
It's all of the day's work for the Nissian vagabonds.
We shall remember your name and erect statues in your honor.
Oh.
How gracious of you. Would you like me to regale you on our epic fight with the dragon?
Something else is
the entire family
getting
expresses
erected,
intrigue.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Anyway,
Vincenzo
continue.
wanted to tell the story.
Oh man.
The entire family expresses intrigue at you telling the story of them of your slaying the great dragon Shadeclaw.
All right. Do you want me to?
Performance,
You want me to, like-
my friend?
Okay. Well, we'll see. Don't think I have any inspirations.
No, I think they would have all run out by now.
Yeah,
I mean, is Vincenzo going to assist with some music?
he's not here.
He's not
he isn't.
here. It's just you. It's just Isaac and Carlos
I
in
am
the hot
miles
springs.
away from this gay rendezvous.
Ugh, not well. 6.
Gay rendezvous.
All right, tell your story. Given the 6.
That's given the 6. Oh, we killed dragon now.
You might have to coerce him a little extra.
Can I
Carlos.
assist?
Yeah, you can.
Do you want me to roll for that?
I would.
Wait, I need to double check.
Maybe Isaac could
Yes,
touch
I can.
Carlos in the hot tub and give him
Superiority.
guidance.
Where's my D8? There's my D8. Alright.
You know, you can use guidance on other people.
Thank you, C.
Yeah, well, I forgot about it in the moment.
Wow, how romantic.
Lost in Carlos's emerald eyes.
Well, apparently not very well. That's 7, I think.
Oh, Carlos.
Just as I suspected.
All right.
That's a 7.
2 little white boys.
Nat
7?
fucking 1.
Oh, you
Guidance and fucking D8 superiority does not matter.
All right, you guys stumble your way. I will give you the benefit of not having to deal with this. So yeah, you stumble your way through the story. I figured it out, and you receive polite sort of admiration or sort of response to your tale, and says, and the king is very appreciative of your commentary. You can tell that he's like being an active listener.
It's trying.
Hell.
Look, I'm sorry, we tried. We can't
One of
all be
the-
Vincenzo.
One of the king's children loudly states,
Ah, I cannot wait to hear the rendition of the bard.
Yes, he will no doubt
we
make
said.
it
Yeah, right.
more
buddy.
interesting.
Nevertheless, truly, you are heroes, and you have proven yourself worthy allies. I shall honor our pact to ally with you and your colony.
Most excellent. They'll be thrilled to hear it.
I shall send emissaries soon, after our celebrations are complete of the victory, to the lizard folk to see if we can better align ourselves to a greater goal. Truly, in the name of Ignis, We shall find peace and prosperity in this land.
In the name of what?
Ignis.
Oh,
Fire god.
I thought he said something
Ignis.
else.
Or Prince of Fire or something like that.
I
Yes,
thought he
sir.
said anus.
No, Ignis.
It's the water. It's the hot spring water that's doing this.
Okay. You are able to enjoy a good soak in the hot springs. Isaac, eventually you acclimatize yourself enough that you can dip in. What's the
Carlos
rest
is
of the
gonna need a
crew?
nap after this.
Amazing. What is the rest of the crew doing while this away team is away? Just hanging out?
Nephis is crafting a trinket.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Vin speaks to Nephis and
What is
tells him of well, first of all, I would give Nephis any bardic inspiration in whatever his craft is. And if there are any applicable rolls, and you get that for the next 10 minutes. And Vin would speak about the island to the north that he saw. Or I don't know if it was an island, but he saw a landmass to the north.
Yes, sir, he did.
Perhaps another location we can scout,
Yes.
see what's there.
We should leave this wretched place at once.
Once the other return, we'll see. Perhaps we should make way to our old settlement, see how they're doing as well.
I
Please
have
send
no
word to
desire
your
for
wife.
such things.
Why leave it all behind, Vin?
Because there may be more affluent avenues of civilization that we can set our eyes upon. I've grown quite tired of scrapping around in the dirt and sitting on a hammock for meditation.
Perhaps the settlement has been improved upon. It has been a bit since we've been gone. I'm sure your wife has been putting everyone to work.
That I am certain of, but I doubt that any improvement over the last few days has made for a feathered pillow to lay my head upon. Or
Who's to say there is any feathered pillows in this area, or in this land?
yes, that's why I'm speaking about the landmass to the north, Mr. Nephis. Captain Nephis.
We'll discuss with the others. If enough of them want to travel there, I'm not opposed.
What's your supply situation looking like, out of curiosity?
I have
Your
10
supply
rations on
situation.
me.
Okay.
And
Takes like
lady
what,
stuff.
a couple hours from salamanders plus 12 plus, so about a little over a day to get from here to the mountain cave. Single trip. Day and a half.
A day and a half is what our supplies are at.
Well, any time we would have spent on the ship would not have counted against our supplies, I believe, because we still have supplies on the ship. Just trying to determine how long ago it was since we actually left with Otre to go kill the dragon. But because if it's been 2 weeks, that means Gotrek was supposed to get back to me rather soonish, and then 2 weeks passed.
I don't
There's
believe
2
it's...
weeks since we left the main mast that we were on. This area, the settlement.
Because I just wanted to know the number since we left after the peace treaty and left, and then went fight Dragon and then got back, so I can track rations from that point, as well as how long Godric hasn't responded to me yet, or returned to me yet. That thing he was supposed to do.
He was supposed to, and he never has, and that was not by accident.
Good.
So was it a couple of days, or was it 2 weeks?
What's that? Sorry, I'm writing something.
Oh.
Since we left with Otfrey from the Salamander village, after discussing the peace stuff, how long has it been to this point?
It's been 3 or 4 days since you left the Fire Newt village.
That's
Would have spent at least a day on sea out of that.
Yeah.
I still have a couple of rations left, and I'm going to try and reach out to.
And then all of the times is 6, 12. So 2 days at sea, another day, and then another day there. So yeah, you've been gone for 4 days.
So, yeah, and then like a day at sea. So 3 rations. All right. Well, after the dip, whenever that happens in the timeline,
I'm allowing you guys to sort of be there as long as you please. If you're gonna sort of like peace out at a respectable social opportunity and then dip the 3 hours back, I'll say that you guys can reconvene at the end of the day on the ship with the rest of the crew if you have nothing else to do. But I'm not trying to push you along. If there's something else you want to do in the Fire Newt village,
no. I was just gonna, soak for a little bit, and then I was gonna find some alone space and try and reach Godric.
All right. Well, do your thing.
I do that.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to
Get a response.
Give me a second to get into character here.
Incoming.
Incoming. So you handling your talisman, you try and make contact with Godric, and after a disconcerting amount of time, finally the face of Godric appears, it apparates into the air before you, and he says,
Isaac! Oh, it's good to see your face!
It's good to see your face too. What's going on? You were supposed to get back to me, and then it's been a few days.
It has!
and he's as he's speaking, he's looking around quite shiftily. You can only see his head and neck, but you can tell he's looking around behind him, and he's in constant
something
motion.
wrong.
Isaac, they're here. I didn't think I'd see them again, but they're here. I haven't smelled gunpowder and fury like this in a long time, Isaac.
Incoming. Thank you. Oh, that threw me off my train of thought.
Isaac, it's the unspeakable best, the demons of the night that come back. I found them, a whole nest. I took everything I had not to get out of there in one piece. I think I left a little something for them to play with, but Isaac, this is really bad.
That is bad. Are you somewhere safe now? Where are you so I can come and help you?
Nowhere safe, Isaac. You don't understand the power. They're so juicy. They're full, coursing full of power, Isaac. It took me all I got when I tried to stop them the first time. No friends left. Now I need new friends. I can't do it myself, Isaac. You don't understand. This is not good. I'll be back soon. Don't wait for me. I don't know how long it'll take.
He hasn't cut off yet or anything, but he's still like jerking around.
Oh.
His head.
I'll gather the
head
others and get ready.
Okay, you're gonna cut off connection.
Just tell us when and where you need us.
I'll make sure. Make sure you're ready. If I need you, I'll need you fast.
I nod and say yes, and then I cut the connection. I go and find Carlos because I think he's the one probably closest.
He before you cut the connection, he like the visage of him in front of you meets your eyes directly, and he before you cut the connection, he says,
Isaac, make sure you're always ready to die.
And then the connection cuts.
Okay then. Just barely survived the fucking dragon. Now I gotta deal with this.
All right, so you guys are gonna head back to the ship then?
I'm gonna find Carlos and tell him.
All right.
Demons of the night. He was referring to the vampires, I take it.
Would very much assume so.
This does not bode well. I thought we had rid ourselves of them, especially when we took out their leader. How much stronger could they have gotten? This is troubling.
I don't know, but if they got strong enough for Gotrek to be worried, then that's kind of a big deal.
We'll just need to get stronger ourselves then.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. So without further interjection, you guys make the 3-hour trek back to the ship, which means that you get there about afternoon-ish. You reach the ship docked in the river.
We go aboard.
You want a short sword or a long sword for what's her name? The wife.
I guess longsword.
Yeah.
For Amithray. Perfect. Okay, carry on. So you guys have
Oh,
reached
for
the
weapons?
ship.
I didn't even see that was being.
That's okay. You can chat out your response if you need, but type out your response. Sorry, but
Yeah, I'll
yes,
type
the
that.
party is reconvened. It is now a little bit beyond midday.
Does Nephis or Vinshenzo approach?
No.
I believe Nephis would be almost done pretty much with this trinket that he's making. He's just making a little kind of like a hanging dream catcher of the scraps he got from the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah. Given the amount of
charm.
time that you have to make it, I'd say you were able to complete this charm.
He goes into the captain's quarters, not making eye contact with Khutula, and just hangs it over his what was his desk.
She points up at the dream capture and asks, "Are those dragon scales?
Aye,
Do you have any more?
aye.
Can I have one? I'll
Mhm.
give it back."
And he reaches into his backpack, pulls out a dragon scale, a claw, and a fang, and he gives it to her.
She takes them gingerly and then hunches down on the deck and begins examining them in detail.
Nephis turns around and leaves.
Okay.
Carlos would probably like bump into Nephis at this point because he'd be like looking for anyone else. So he'd probably run into him like maybe about 10 seconds after he leaves the captain's quarters. Ah, Mr. Nephis, we've just returned from the Fire Newt village.
How did it go?
It went very well. They were extremely appreciative for what they did, for what we've done, and they redoubled their promise of providing support to the colony back on the other island. Additionally, they're also going to be making some custom weapons for us as an additional thanks, and they said something about erecting some statues, which it's not like we can take those along.
I'm sure they'll capture a likeness.
I hope so. I wasn't positive, but I'm pretty sure I've seen you wield a scimitar before, so that's what I told them to make for you.
No. He kind of pulls out his saber. More of a saber, but it'll do.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm sure if you wanted, we could head back and amend the order before they continue, but...
I don't mind. But Vin wanted to discuss plans of our travel.
Ah, yes, I imagine we should be heading back to the colony and letting them know of our successes here.
Are we on the top deck?
We're below deck.
I'm in the lower deck for now.
Am I there?
Are you?
I don't know.
Last I
Would you
recall,
be?
Vinshenzo stated that he was in the crow's nest.
No, that's not true.
I said last I recall. I didn't say that was the fact.
Crackle.
Well, when you're out having a smoke every freaking 15 minutes.
It's a dart.
I'm sorry. I said I was with Nephis crafting his gadget.
Then you were with Nephis crafting his gadget before he then
Crafting
stood
his
up,
gadget.
left to go to his captain's quarters and deposit it in his
So
captain's
you
quarters
remember
to where
that,
he
but not
interacted
what
with
I
Khutula.
said. Okay.
I remember the last thing you said being that you were up in the crow's nest because Isaac had mentioned, "Hey, are you in the crow's nest?" And you said, "Yes." And then he said, "Okay."
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not involved in this conversation then. I'm in the crow's nest.
Can we not? Oh my god.
He asked a question. I answered his question. He questioned my answer. He gave up. Let's carry on.
That sounds like Vinshenzo. Anyway. Yeah, so I imagine we should be heading back to the colony.
Aye. I agree, but he also mentioned that there is another landmass to the north. He wants to, you know, Vin. He wants to leave the colony behind. But I'll leave it up to everyone. What do we do?
Of course he does. Well, the way I figure, there's another landmass that we already haven't explored that I believe was northwest of the colony. It would make the most sense to go back to the colony, then go to this new landmass first before checking out this one that he believes he saw.
Especially if it's even further away.
We should gather everyone, discuss it. I'll be at the helm. You know my answer.
Indeed. If I see anyone else, I'll let them know.
Are you going to include Khutula in this crew meeting? I'm
I'll
asking
ask.
The fetcher of people. She'll come on up for the crew meeting.
Outstanding. First time she's been out of the quarters for like a month.
No, she comes in and out every once in a while, but she she is a hermit, so she comes out to fulfill a purpose and then basically like proceeds back in at breakneck speed.
Like a teenager.
Like a teenager. All right, so the crew assemble. The crew is together. Vinshenzo and Isaac and Nephis and Carlos.
What about Xavier? Is he there, or is he like puking his guts out somewhere?
Xavier is in limbo right now.
Copy. Still sick. Bedridden. Hope he gets better.
He'll limp up onto the top deck.
Outstanding.
Or yeah, no, he's looking a little bit better, but he's I don't know. He's spent a lot of time hanging out on the ship with Khutula.
Well, now that our business is concluded here, I imagine we'll be wanting to head back to the colony, let them know of our success, and let them know that they should start establishing some kind of trade route with the island over here. Is there anyone in disagreement to that?
Nephis looks around with his arms crossed.
What did Carlos say?
We should go back colony, tell them of success,
I
have
agree
them
with
make
that.
trade routes.
Finn disagrees.
Why do you disagree, Mr. Vinshenzo?
I am simply trying to find some place with reasonable accommodations. We have yet to find that.
What accommodations could be more reasonable than those that you'd share with your wife?
Oh, damn.
You know, Carlos, you always have a way of... Every single word you make is a strike against me. I do not care for it.
Vinshenzo, I only speak the truth.
My wife's actions are her own.
Aye, and wouldn't you want to aid her in those? Is that not your duty as her husband?
She is capable herself.
Either way, it would make most sense to return to the colony, restock on supplies, let them know of our success here, so that they can build themselves up grander, and then yes, we will proceed to the next area to try to find more amicable civilizations.
Is Carlos still carrying all the money?
No, the sack, like the big sack of money, he put that in Nephis' quarters.
There is a chest's worth of gold on the floor of the lower deck, and there are 2 chests that are filled.
Yeah, it's like 10,000 something gold in the quarters right now, in chests and stuff.
Is it in the same room as us?
It would be in the
I
captain's
put
quarters.
the stuff in the the stuff I put would have been in the lower deck.
In the same room as us?
Aren't we above deck? At the helm?
I don't know.
Because
Oh,
We're
Nephis said
meeting
that
below or above deck.
Because Nephis said that he would be at the helm and to collect everyone, and that's what Carlos did.
okay.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be above
You
deck.
guys are all above deck at the helm. Oh,
But I would have
guess my-
seen the gold at one point, right?
you would have seen it because they had to at least lug it across, like from the shore of the river onto the ship and then below deck, and you were in the. Anyways, you were wherever you were, so you would have seen it. Yeah.
You would have seen Isaac then return on the second trip with 2 chests full of gold.
Oh, 2 full
Yes.
chests. I'm not sure if you would have been able to see inside of them. Or the sack.
Yes. Well, I see that our idea of progress is currently not aligned. You are collecting useless pieces of metal that you cannot spend anywhere for no purpose. So perhaps I am the one who's thinking the most clairvoyantly.
I disagree.
Yeah, I also
We only
disagree.
We only need to find a place to spend it, and who's to say the colony back home won't also institute a monetary system? Plus, what we've done here isn't just collect gold.
Mr.
We've
Carlos,
made alliances with 2
listen to
civilizations.
yourself talk. You think that the refugees that we found that couldn't cobble their ships together to sail correctly now have a burgeoning marketplace where you can spend your hundreds and thousands of coins?
I'm saying it's a moot point, because that was just a side benefit to what we actually did here.
I agree with Carlos. The connection between the two civilizations will increase survivability amongst the two. If they have a ship.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Vin wasn't talking about the alliances at all.
It was brought up. I heard one of you fucking say it. Fuck you.
Yeah, Carlos said it. Carlos said
Vin
that's...
says you've spent your time like the past day like carrying boxes of gold. Nothing about the alliance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But Carlos would have countered that by saying that was just a side benefit, and that our main goal here was to help both of the civilizations, which we've done, so that we could build an alliance with the colony back home. So he's basically saying like the stuff that Vin's talking about with gold doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gold doesn't matter. I agree with you.
No, that's not what he said. Not what Carlos said. Besides Mr. Vinshenzo, once we do find this
Mr.
fabled advanced
Cairona,
civilization,
Mr. Carlos.
once we find this fabled advanced civilization, surely they will value gold, and then it will be useful.
What advanced civilization? I've yet to lay eyes upon it.
The one that you clearly believe is out there somewhere because you're so willing to abandon the colony.
I'm not abandoning the colony. I'm looking for reasonable accommodations and a way to the Underdark, which I believe may have been unaffected by the recent cataclysm.
And is gold valuable there?
My titles alone are worth enough to me there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, the rest of us don't have the luxury of your title.
Isn't Carlos a
Duke? Yes.
Carlos is a duke. Khutula and I are knights, so we're
a duke with
or whatever the fuck.
a duke without a dukedom now.
an unlanded duke?
An unlanded duke.
An unlanded baron.
Yes.
And they're two knights.
You both bring up good points. I thought it was foolish to bring as much gold as we did back onto the ship. But I also think it is foolish to neglect to go back to the colony and tell them of our whereabouts.
I could do that from standing right here, Mr. Nephis.
Aye, and I asked you and you said you were unwilling.
What?
I asked you to send word back to your wife. You're like, I will not do that.
Oh, I thought you were asking to, like, travel back there. That's what this is all about for Vin, is he doesn't want to travel back there.
Oh.
Well, maybe Vinshenzo should bring up a counter offer.
I will look for a way into the Underdark elsewhere. If you wished for me to send word to the refugees, I can do such things.
Why do I get the image of Vin just like almost like gagging as he utters refugees?
Because you did.
They're in quite capable hands. My wife is capable of working on her own, and is
Well,
most
if you
resourceful.
if you believe you can sufficiently explain what we've done here and what we've accomplished for them, then I don't know. How does everyone else feel?
How about you pay
Nephis
me for it,
stoically-
Mr. Carlos? Seems
Wait,
you've
what
come into
is
a
he
lot of
suggesting?
money
Is he suggesting
lately.
basically sending a message and then just continuing?
Yes.
No, I think we should still return and at least unload the weapons. And
Yes,
also check in with them if they know anything more about the whole Gotrek finding fucking vampires.
Oh yeah. Did I guess
don't
that
know
wasn't
any.
shared. That reminds me.
They don't even know how to help themselves, let alone anything
Isaac
around
did
them.
state that when back on the ship, he would relay Gottrek's message. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
so everyone's aware.
He has relayed this information to you guys, so this is common knowledge now.
Yes,
Everyone knows that the vampires are still okay.
the vampires.
Yes. Although your offer is all right, I still feel that it would be best to return to the island. It would do them good to have these swords that we recovered, especially if the vampires are still on the loose. Who knows if they would show up when we were gone?
Very well. Would you like me to accompany you there, Mr. Carlos?
Well, I see no reason why we must part ways on this ship.
Well, my
Well, simply-
time is quite valuable, and you've come into a lot of gold recently. How about you pay me for it?
I will not pay one
No.
of my companions to accompany me.
Okay.
You don't want to head back to the colony with us. You can go explore on your own, but that be on your own head be it.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac's done with you.
I'm getting a little tired of Vin's fucking flair and gotta do everything complicated bullshit.
Already clutching your coin purse.
As far as I'm concerned, the money that we acquired belongs to all of us. It was all of us that killed the dragon. Therefore, it should be used for all of us.
What is my split, then?
I suppose 1/4.
Very well.
Fucking Xavier and Khutula just
They didn't
Yeah,
do
they didn't
anything.
kill
I
the dragon, so they don't.
They did literally nothing the whole time.
Did literally nothing, and Khutula got a crap ton of magic
She got
books.
8
Or-
books, right?
She's pretty
Yeah,
happy
she
with
got
herself.
8 books.
And
So
Xavier
fuck
was
it.
sick.
8 books
She got
and
8
magic
books.
scrolls.
She got some dragon parts. She got all those whatever sigils
Glyph
that Carlos
thingy.
found.
I was
Yeah, the
promised a
glyphs.
quarter, so I'll be taking that. Okay, fine. We'll go back to the refugees and see how well they do at building lean-tos and.
That's
And
agreed.
and making wooden spears.
Oh my.
Awesome. So party will travel.
Also, you're all welcome, because that would have been way less had I not gone for a second trip.
Yeah.
All right. So I will. It takes you about 5. I'm just gonna say this now so I can start it when you guys back there. But it's gonna take you about 5 days. Given consideration of the fact that you have to travel around the island in its entirety to get back to your new home here. And I will put a post in the IC about sort of your arrival and
Yeah, we're
how
17
everything's
minutes past. Damn.
and how everything is developed. So even if you don't participate in the IC, it will at least be recorded, sort of like what you get back to, and if you would like to even if it's not an icy post, just state I would like to do these things, and we'll do it that way.
Good luck.
But this is the end of the session. You are all leveling up to 11
Wow.
Nice.
for having